welcome everyone to the next episode of A Crusade of Thorns, Camarilla, a Vampire the Masquerade noir chronicle, set in 3 different campaigns on 2 different channels. I'm your Camarilla storyteller and head ST. My name is Sean, also known as Throckplace, right there in the description, and I will be leading these people through their Camarilla-esque adventures this evening. Of course, our broadcast, as always, is brought to you by Dalewood Oleomargarine, only the finest in butter substitutes for all of our players and characters. We love Dalewood Oleomargarine and everything it stands for. And of course, for realsies, we're brought to you by So Nerdware Games, making the things that So Nerds wear. I don't know, but if you want to, you can get a 10% off discount there by using the welcome code at, I'm going to do the merch thing. Let me do that merch thing. Add that link right there. It's hello, chatbot. Good morning, chatbot.
Yeah, chatbot's
all right, so
it was dead Monday too.
So as I wake up the chatbot, which seems to be sleeping, I will pass it around to the team to do introductions. Starting with Jeff.
Hey there, Jeff Holland.
Hi.
JK Holland on Twitter. And what?
Nothing.
Oh, and I'm playing Silas Blackthorn, the Bruja investigator.
Nice. Leona.
Hi, my name is Leona, aka the Bit Lady Bedlam, and I am playing Audra, our Venture Enforcer.
And M.
Hi, I'm M. I'm playing Alexander, the Toreador Chronicler.
Nice. Kevin.
Hi, I'm playing Calvin, your venture.
Kevin, whatever. Shut up.
I know, I did that on purpose.
Okay.
I'm playing Calvin, venture financier and producer.
All right, and last but not least, the nerdy teddy bear. Take a little bit longer.
Okay.
You're all too efficient.
Hi, I'm
Nerdy
Teddy. Find me on Twitter, Nerdy Teddy, and tonight I am playing Celine, the Toreador club owner.
That's right, the Toreador club owner, Viandioro. Did somebody tell me what happened last week?
Oh, I believe I volunteered for this. So, last week we started out at the Viandioro. We tried to figure out what exactly Ming had given us, but we had no clues. We got invited to a parlay, which we quickly found out was a trap, and we ended up on a twisted Sabbat game show with traps that included Dalewood Oleomargarine and lots of riddles. And lots of snark from Calvin and Ivan. And we made it through with a few injuries, but we made it through. We managed to save Vivian and Lola, but lost the Book of Nod. And Ivan escaped, where we then returned to the Van Dior, where we learned that the prince had left, leaving almost everything to Leona. And we showed the ashes to Hyacinth and found out that the ashes were Flicker.
Indeed. Anything? What about the? Did you say the Leona thing? I was still doing stuff.
Yeah, I said
okay. The Leona. Not Leona. The Adra Prince Amelia Landerhaven thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I was still furiously focusing. Okay, and with that, let's hop right in. We find our coterie, for the most part, back at the Viandioro. Calvin, Celine, along with Hyacinth Angevin, who is the Tremere Whip, were talking about, and so it was Audra, Calvin, Celine, and Hyacinth were talking about what the hell to do now that the prince left. And that's also when they found out that Celine's sire had been killed. Celine rushed out of the room. Audra said, "We need to call for, we need to call Sable." And as that happens, Celine, you're heading down the stairs and heading up it because there's no reason to put this off. Are Alexander and Silas heading up the stairs after some investigations of their own? And we'll start there.
I brush right past them. I just keep going.
Is it clear that there's something wrong?
Yeah, probably.
Are you okay?
She
Unless you're
looks-
actively
she looks
hiding it,
upset.
yeah.
Yeah. Alexander's going to follow and ask her, like, are you okay? Like, because he's freaked out. Like, suddenly there's something going on. So he's going to try and follow and see if she's okay.
We've got some interesting news. Flicker's gone.
I am so sorry.
It's not all. You should go talk to Audra, and Celine will just like keep going in the direction she was going.
Fair.
Yeah, Alexander will take the hint and go back upstairs. Or continue upstairs.
All right. So, Silas and Alexander, you make your way in as you hear Audra say, "We need to get Sable." And that is, now we're all in the same room except for Celine, who is off dealing.
Good.
Excellent timing, both of you.
Thanks. You guys look like hell.
Yeah, that's one way of summarizing what we went through.
A shark bit off part of my leg.
Oh, is that what that is?
We still smell a little bit like Dalewood oleum margarine.
Yeah, they look a little rough. Together as a team, they don't look the best. Possibly butter smeared. Calvin's missing a calf.
I was missing a finger.
Half soaking
Celine
wet.
with, just not
Butter
having the
and
best day
sharks.
ever.
A Camarilla adventure.
But we
I'm
have
here, both of you. There's been news, and Audra's gonna insist. She's gonna make sure that the door shuts behind them, and she's gonna go. The prince and the seneschal have left LA, and Amelia has left everything to me. On top of that, tonight we were invited to a quote-unquote parlay that turned out to be a lie, and we're instead met with a Sabat member and another Malkavian that decided to run a game show. It's been
a night.
It's been a hell of a night. And I just...
Who is the audience for the game show?
There was no audience! Would there be an audience? I think that'd be the worst idea.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm just...
I don't know how media is going, where it will go in the future.
There was
This
no
might
one.
be attractive to some people.
It was seriously an insane person.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you. It's been a hell of
It
a...
sounds like tensions are running high.
Also, pardon my rudeness, but have you met Hyacinth? She is
Oh, hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
I think I saw you at a party.
Sorry,
Yes,
Hyacinth. Everyone, this is Hyacinth.
Yeah, no worries. It seems like you're all having a moment. If you'd like, I can step outside.
Actually, we might need you for a moment.
Oh, yes.
Tonight, we don't reveal to anyone what has happened here.
I'm
Yes.
probably not the only person who got that letter, to be honest.
What do you mean?
I mean, when a prince declares an open city, they don't just go, "Dear friend, I'm not in charge anymore." They tend to tell everyone.
okay.
I can't say that. I was only given this one letter, but I think it's safe to say that perhaps we should assume that everyone already knows.
Then we assume everyone already knows. That means we're too late. Excellent. Okay. Tonight we're in a bad state. Tonight we plan. We prepare. Hyacinth, I need you to gather allies. I need to know who we have left. Anyone that we cannot contact, we assume has left the city. We don't assume that they are dead, just that they are unavailable.
Anyone in specific you want me to look for?
We need Sable. We need, and excuse me while I consult my notes here.
Of course.
Captain Mitchell. Or
Captain Mitchell. Yes, my grand uncle.
Yes, well, I would imagine he's only a phone call away, so I can call him. But I will look for Sable.
I would like
Gaston, Eves as well. I want to speak to both of them, and I need to
Dr.
make
Cross, perhaps.
Dr. Cross, indeed.
He's left the city.
Damn.
He's gone to Seattle.
Good. Tell him to stay there if you can.
So Eves, Captain Mitchell, and Sable. Yes.
What
and
about
who
Matilda?
else?
Gaston, if possible.
Oh, Gaston. Yes, Gaston. Of course. Yes.
Should we talk to Matilda as well?
Pardon?
Matilda as well, the Ventru.
Matilda. Essentially, as many primogens and whips as you can gather. I would like to speak to all of them.
Yes. Well, I mean, my primogen's probably not going to come. He normally trusts me with all of that. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. Just
Okay.
whoever you can gather. I want to know who we have on our side. And I
Yes.
need to make Robbie, the Ravnos.
Okay.
Though, one other thing, Philomath, real quick. Are you able to tell if someone is bloodbound or...
I'm not Philomath. I'm Hyacinth.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hyacinth, I apologize. Are you able to tell if someone is bloodbound or ghouled?
Possibly. Why? Depends on the. Yes.
Would you like to meet
Given-
Vivian Lee?
What now?
Would you like to meet Vivian Lee?
The actress?
Yes.
Why do you have the actress here?
Is this really a draw at this point?
A shark bit my leg is the...
That's not an answer, but okay, yes. What do you want me to see if she is ghouled? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, I want to see if how she is faring and to see if she is a sleeper. If she's been given instructions.
Yeah, I'll have to taste her blood as long as it doesn't freak her out too much.
She's not conscious, I believe.
Oh, perfect. Where is she?
Come with me.
Okay.
Thank you, Hyacinth. I will see you soon.
All right. So I'm going to go test blood, and then I'm going to go get everyone because apparently everyone needs to be here. And I respect that. It seems that there's a bit of a crisis. Do you want me to get some of the other coterie leaders as well, perhaps?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Everyone that we can trust, everyone that you can muster.
I
Okay.
know Lucille was staying quiet. Was she scrambling out of town?
Oh, she left with her wife. Yes.
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Probably
Congratulations
good.
to them.
Yes. Oh no. I should probably tell you they've been married for ever at this point.
It was pretty...
Literally forever.
Yes. Well, they're very old. Yes. But yes. So yeah, I'll go test some blood, and then go get people. I guess. Good. Awesome.
Yep.
I'll be back. And exit stage left.
Does Calvin leave the room with her?
Calvin was going to go with her, but if you would prefer he stay, he can.
She'll come back to you. All good.
So,
Okay, Silas and Alexander. I'm sure you both have questions. I'm sorry. That was the most terrible summary of events I could have given. Ask. Ask away,
It was direct and to the point.
I suppose.
So if I'm understanding this. Sorry, go ahead.
That's all. Everybody okay?
Relatively.
We'll take it.
Well, I mean, Calvin's clearly missing a leg. Or part of a leg. So, just to sum up, the prince is gone for absolutely no reason. Or is there a reason that we just don't know?
I believe there's a reason that we don't know. The prince and Seneschal would have to leave town. I mean, it's the same threats that we've been facing. The Sabbat, the hunters that we met on the docks. It's pretty reasonable. Not that I feel any less bitter about it.
Well, Dr. Cross left because the city is apparently going up in flames, so now I kind of know why he's left. It's probably something to do with the prince being gone. So that's interesting. And you're saying you were on a game show?
We got a phone call, and we're told there was a parley between the Anarchs and the Camarilla. This proved to be false, and it was a crazy Malkavian Sabbat member that orchestrated a game show on a lot. It didn't make sense to me either, and it was frankly infuriating.
Understandable. But seemingly also a dangerous game show, given everything that's gone on. I don't need to know the details about that. Just how can I help?
I need to know if I declare a praxis, if I'd have your support.
Of course.
Thank you. Silas?
Yeah, you got it.
I could really use your help.
Tell me what you need.
We got a package from Ming when Calvin and I went to meet her. And in it, it shows that the Anarchs are organizing. They're preparing to do something, who knows what, but they were organizing in Chinatown at Ming's restaurant. This means that we cannot trust Ming, but it also means that we have a problem. I need in with the Anarchs. I need to communicate with them. I want to give them something, whatever they want, but I want peace. If we, as kindred, grow up and fight each other like this, on top of everything that's happening in LA, it'll be a nightmare. I hate to say it, but it feels like the burden of ruling has fallen upon me. And so even though I'm not declaring myself a prince right now, I have to make moves, whether I like it or not.
Makes sense. Do you think people are going to come at you directly once they hear?
Of course. Don Sebastian is still
I'm not
around.
too worried about you, though.
Well, thank you. It's nice to hear someone has faith in me. Tonight kind of shook my faith in myself.
Well, you can be violent and scary, so that's good.
I'll take it. I'll take
As
it.
far as reaching out to Anarchs, what can we give them that they could want?
I don't know what they want. That's the problem. That's why I've asked for Gaston and Eves to come here, and I'm hoping Sable might give us some insights too. I know you probably have contacts and ways of knowing. I don't know what they want, but I want to give it to them.
Well, let's see what they say first.
Yes,
Then we'll make some moves.
exactly.
Okay, let's cut to Calvin real quick.
Yeah. Did you
Calvin? I did. Calvin, you go down with Hyacinth, and to make a long story short, to get you back in the action, not bloodbound.
Excellent.
Yep.
And how much blood does she have?
I mean,
Is she-
enough.
Enough that I could. All right. Calvin is gonna look down at his leg, gonna look over Vivian Lee and look at Hyacinth, saying, "I need to feed very lightly.
Then
If something
feed lightly.
Yes. If something goes wrong, could you potentially dislodge me?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right. And I'm gonna.
And she watches like intently as you go to feed. She
I'm gonna,
pulls out a
like-
little notebook.
I
Well, you know
pop
this
my
is what
crest-
your
Maybe you
research
should
is, right?
pull
Like
out a
this is like
crowbar.
I'm gonna just close my eyes for a second. Just, and then the fangs come out, and I
low willpower.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a willpower to feed, and I'm gonna try to feed 2.
Okay. Yeah, you make your so in this case, I just want you to make a resolve and composure.
Willpower. There's willpower. Ooh, I'm down 3. Not fun. Composure. No modifiers.
You're good. You
Oh,
can
thank
feed
goodness.
2 without going overboard.
Good, I did not want to kill Vivian Lee.
Yeah. And she will sleep longer now.
Yes, excellent. My hunger is much better. The morning will go much smoother.
Okay.
Thank you, Hyacinth.
Of course. Do you want me to do something with this?
What do you mean?
Pointing at Vivian.
No, I believe we're going to... I need to talk to Celine about it when she has a moment, but
Okay.
we'll take care of this.
Okay. I'm gonna be off and do, apparently all of the things. So I'll be back.
I trust you to delegate as needed.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Hyacinth.
Of course. She
Wait, did I
leaves.
check if she's ruled or not?
Yeah.
Oh,
And she
Not
was
cool.
not.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
sorry,
you-
dismissed it.
as we cut to Celine, you will rejoin the scene upstairs. Celine, what are you doing?
Celine went back to her room office area, and she is currently emptying the contents of her desk.
Interesting. Why?
She's looking for something, but she also is getting rid of some papers, packing others away right now. So she's got like a and she's got, so it's like all just either piled on top of her desk or getting thrown out.
Okay. That'll take as long as you need it to take. I'm fascinated as to whether or not... Are you packing? Or are you removing things that may be problematic?
Both.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. I don't want you to give any more details than you feel like you need to right now. But you can have that take as long as you feel like it needs to and rejoin the scene when dramatically appropriate. Cool? Cool. All right, and then we cut back to Calvin re-entering the scene.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. I feel much better. My voice dropped out for a minute. I apologize. So, what have you been up to, Silas, Alexander? What have you...
I don't think our night was as interesting as yours.
I
You're
hope not.
looking a little bit perkier.
I can bring up the notes. I'm just getting those.
Well, I can tell you, well, no, never mind.
Quick question. Did Vivian
Yeah.
have any, what is it, Desera's? Or...
Oh, just craziest? No, she was sleepy.
Okay, cool.
She was not in any form of heightened emotional anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry. I'm sorry, Silas. I was just trying to remember something. But where'd you go? I'm sorry.
So we were trying to investigate the Book of Nod. So we went to USC to talk to Dr. Cross. And we found out from his former whip, Ariel Van de Veer. I'm going to
Van de Veer.
butcher all these. Van de Veer.
Yeah.
That he left the city for Seattle. And she's not entirely sure what to do next. But I'm a little bit peeved that he's left the city. But I think I know why now.
Did you
And
see
did we see the explosions from where we were?
I think we
No,
saw
you're too far uptown.
Yeah. No, we did not.
there was some fires or something.
That could also be why he left. All we really learned is that the Book of Nod, or the church has probably the only copy of the Book of Nod, save for a Nosferatu, may have a couple pages, but we don't know who. And aside from that, we have no leads.
Bad news.
Pretty much.
No, I'm saying...
Oh, okay.
I saw a Book of Nod. Oh, I didn't see a Book of Nod tonight. I saw a pile of ashes that used to be a Book of Nod. Though
Alexander's face is very pained by that.
Though I don't know if he was lying or not.
Yes, for all we know, he could have been fooling us. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go check on Celine, and Audra will just quickly zoom out of the room.
Okay. Was there any more business to take care of here, or does the camera
yeah.
follow Audra?
No, just for one more beat.
Mhm.
Silas,
Mhm.
I pull out the Tommy gun. Please show me how to use this. And then we can cutscene there.
Okay. So, Audra, we follow you to Celine's very closed door.
Audra will very gently knock on it and go, Celine, can we talk?
Fine.
Audra will very cautiously enter. She knows what she is walking into. Celine, I'm so sorry. I know what you're feeling right now. I know your pain.
Do you?
I do. I lost my sire too.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
So I understand how you're feeling. And I'm sorry. I truly am. I don't know who did this or why they did it, but I will avenge it. And if you want to join me in doing that, I would be glad to have you by my side. Vicar's death will not be for none.
Are you trying to tell me that I can trust you, Audra?
Have I given any reason? Okay, I have given reason for you not to trust me. But that was a mistake. And I am truly sorry, and I have been trying to make that up to you. I do want your trust, and I do want your teamwork, and I want you to be my keeper of Elysium when I declare myself prince.
Audra, you say that you know what I'm feeling. Have you ever felt like there's nobody left you can trust?
I do. I do know that feeling. And I respect that. But I do hope that in time, I will earn your trust again. I need your help. I do.
And what do you need my help with?
I need your help in stabilizing Los Angeles.
Do you think you can do that?
Do I have much choice? I do think I can do that. And I want to know what's behind all of this madness that has taken place in the Camarilla. I want answers. I want to know why this happened to Flicker. You deserve your seat of power. You deserve your role. You deserve to know. And I want to help.
Fine. But you should know... You should be careful with the Toreador. You may not be able to trust all of them.
I understand that. And I understand why you may not want me to be prince. But I do intend to give you something in return for your trust. I reward loyalty.
All right, fine. I'll stay. I was going to run. If I'm going to stay, then I need to talk to Gale. And you need to stand up to Calvin. You don't apologize. You are not his dog. Let Silas do that. If you want to take control, you have to prove it. And it starts with Calvin. He should be apologizing to you.
Trust me, Celine, he is where I was going next. I wanted to come to you first. What does that say about me?
I appreciate that. Celine's going to pull the lid off like an unmarked box. She's going to pull out a glass vial. She's going to walk over to Audra, and place it in her hand. Go. Audra, when I say you can't trust the Torja, I mean me too. But if you ever feel like I'm going to betray you, use this. It's your insurance policy.
I think I understand what you're saying, Celine, but just say it one more time, because I'm not quite sure I believe what I'm hearing.
You can't trust me either.
Celine, oh, Celine.
Why do you think I was going to run? Flicker's dead. I'm 75% sure I was burned.
Oh, Celine, who did this to you?
Did what exactly?
Whatever you're implying.
Who convinced me to help Flicker? Who convinced me to not be loyal to the prince? Is that what you're asking, Audra?
Yes, that is what I'm asking.
Nobody.
I see.
But if you want my loyalty, you've taken good steps. And while normally I would hate to admit it, we did work well against that madness. And you're smarter than I thought you were.
Thank you. This is why I need you. You're an opinion that's contrarian to mine. I do well with the diversity of opinions. You're staying, and I will prove myself worthy to the kindness you have shown me here.
Okay.
Okay. And see?
And scene.
Yeah.
Where do we want to go next, team? Do we want to bring everybody back together to further the conversation, or do we want to wait some time for the other NPCs to show up? Like, what do you want to have happen next?
I just want to know, do I know about the ashes?
I can fill you in.
I was assuming Calvin was filling you in.
Yeah, I'll fill you in on the details of the things that happened.
Because I might have a thing that might work.
Or to do what?
So I recently got Spirit's Touch, and I want to know if that works on ashes.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just to get as much information possibly about her death and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So you make a rouse check?
Well.
I gotta make a rouse check, yeah. Nice.
All right, and then you will roll for me intelligence plus Auspex.
All right.
Auspex plus intelligence.
Oh, right. Hold on.
Yeah, you're good. Okay. 6 successes is very good. So the problem originally was that the balance of the ashes had been used in the Tremere ritual, and so you essentially had to kind of pierce that magical veil with your own, like, essentially mind bullets, right? And that ate up a bunch of your successes to even be able to, like, break through this already having been used once. When you get to the other side of it, you see this ravening pack kind of bearing down, like, on you. Many of them are, like, dirt covered with, like, clots of dirt in their hair. And you feel like you're almost immobile, and then you feel these fangs sink into the side of you from one of these, like... These people must have been buried recently, right? And there's 6 of them. And they just overwhelmed this vampire. There was like a bunch of hyenas on a lion, right? Where they just kind of pounced and were able to take her down, and essentially diablerize her. Yeah.
That's horrific. So I only get to know how she died.
That's the last thing that happened. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And you see
it
through Flicker's eyes. It's a little disturbing.
I imagine Alexander's reactions are as if that was happening to him. So people probably see his face like flinching, and there's probably pain. And he probably doesn't drop the ashes, but looks like he's going to. So he kind of afterwards sets them down. And is Celine in the room at this point?
Nope.
No? Okay. Whoever's in the room, he's going to explain what's going on. Does he know anything about the Sabbat?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, you would know,
okay.
you would have general Sabbat knowledge, right? You would know what any Camarilla member would know. They are inhuman beasts who shovel people and turn them into ravening beasts of hunger and sick them on people.
And they're called shovelheads?
But the vulgar argot is shovelhead.
Do I know a less vulgar term?
Nope.
Okay.
What's the Latin for sure?
Something kaput? Whatever shovel is, kaput, right? Yeah, that would be. Yeah. I don't know what shovel is in Latin.
I don't know Latin.
Yeah, I do. I just can't remember shovel. It's kaput. His head.
Okay.
What? Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
I was looking
yeah.
at
Trula.
I was looking at chat too. Huh?
Trula.
Is it Tula? I get it because it's a tool. I see what you did there. Yeah.
Yeah. So Alexander looks at whoever's there and says, "I believe the Sabbat sent shovelheads after her."
And then they gifted her to Ming. Or
something. But most likely the only reason why there's ashes is because she was left afterwards to...
Well, there hasn't been a sun. Well, there has. I don't know.
We don't know how long she's been dead. Or do I?
We saw her at Elysium.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you saw her last night.
Okay, so it's sometime between last night and this morning.
Yeah, or
this evening.
last night and yeah. Or it's 2 nights ago. Elysium was 2 nights ago.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Elysium was. You saw her 2 nights ago, and then, so between 2 nights ago and the visit with Ming, at the end of last night, something happened.
The visit with Ming, I think, was this morning or this
Morning. Oh, it was like the first thing that happened, right?
Yes.
Yep. So there was a whole day missing in her timeline.
Yeah. So that's fast. But we know the Sabbat also were able to either get to my secretary or one of the princes. I better call Sydney, and I'm gonna call Sydney real quick.
Hello?
Hi. You
Hey.
sent me into a death trap.
Oh, gosh. I didn't mean to do that, sir.
Well, I survived.
Good.
Who-
I'm glad you're
who
not
gave
dead.
you the information?
I got a call from my friend over at the prince's office.
And their name?
Molly Pennywhistle.
Molly Pennywhistle. I'll have to speak with her soon.
Okay,
Please do not speak to Molly again. She cannot be trusted.
will do, sir.
And stay safe. Things are getting hairy out there.
I will. Should I come over to you?
No,
Okay,
but thank you.
of course.
Check in with, what was her name? Paula, my other ghoul.
Yes,
Check in with her, see how things are going for her.
I will do.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And then, I just wanted to make sure
Click.
you're safe. No.
I am safe, sir. Yes, of course.
Sorry about that. Yes, there's, is Ming Sabat?
Um,
I'm just putting this out there as a general question that's on my mind.
Good question. I'm just going to walk back in.
I feel like Ming. I don't even know if I know Ming.
Ming was trying to rile Radiant against the Anarchs. Even more, but that's not difficult. Also trying to sell the Anarchs out to us. And gifted us the ashes of one of our primogens. Ming declared war on us.
That doesn't mean she's Sabat, but I can see a possibility there.
I mean, I could see some Bruja doing that if they had the numbers. But that's sort of the problem with Bruja.
What, that they had the numbers?
Not a lot of mingling.
Either way, we can't trust Ming. She did us a favor by showing us this information about the Anarchs, but it doesn't sound like she likes us much either. I think she's playing multiple sides.
Keep your enemies closer.
Exactly, Calvin. Keep your enemies closer? Close? Friends
Closest.
close and enemies closest. Yeah.
Within a nice walk.
Oh, hell. You're not saying what I think you're saying.
What? That we're right next to Chinatown?
Damn it. That's a move for the morning.
Yeah, we're not gonna do anything right now.
Our morning.
We just gotta talk to people.
Silas, could you make a call to Ravi the Ravnos? You have his card, right? I didn't take his card last time.
Everybody has his card. But yes, I have his card. You want him over too?
I want him over too.
Okay, I'll make the call.
Thank you.
Not sure how well we hit it off last time, but
I think he can be trusted.
The Ravnos can be trusted.
I have a plan, Calvin.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, may I speak to you privately?
Yes.
And we're going to go elsewhere, I'm assuming.
Okay, let's do you in a second. Silas, do you want to call Ravi?
might as well.
So you hear the phone pick up, and then you hear like power tools or something in the background, and then like very loudly you hear, "Yeah, this is Ravi.
Ravi,
Oh, hey, just sit down over there." Oh, sorry. Yes.
Ravi,
Yes, go. Go for Ravi.
Ravi, it's Silas Blackthorn. We met the
Oh,
other
hello,
day.
Silas.
Yeah. You gave me your card.
Yes. Yes. Do you need my services?
As a matter of fact, we could use a fresh set of eyes on a situation. And Audra, you should remember.
Yes.
All right. Cool. We could use you over here at your earliest convenience, which is to say, as soon as you're done whatever you are doing right now.
Oh, I think my current project will be able to hang in there for a while. I'll be right over.
Sounds like that was a pun, but without the visual, I can't be
was.
sure.
Okay. I'll explain when I get there. It's quite excellent.
We'll check out your thing later. Right now, get over here.
Click.
Oh, wait.
Audra and Calvin.
Calvin?
Yes, Audra, what can I help you with?
What the hell happened back there? Did you make a boon to that Sabat?
No. Well, kind of. He was going to attack us all using the room. He was going to trigger the punishment, forcing consequences on all of us. I told him if he would help us finish this, I would owe him one. He was attempting to kill all three of us at the cost of himself.
Well, he would have killed himself too in that case.
He's Sabat, it doesn't matter.
Fine. Calvin, to say the least, I'm not impressed with you. Don't do that, Brock.
Sorry, I didn't expect it.
To say the least, I'm not impressed with you. And I have let you run the show until now. I have let you be the director, you have pointed, and I have followed. And I'm not doing that anymore. You dared in front of everyone, in front of Hyacinth even, to tease me about the fact that I wanted to be keeper. Really? We spoke about this privately. But I am done, Calvin. I've had enough. For once, you should do the sitting, and you should let me run the show. That's all I'm saying. I appreciate you. As pissed as I am, I appreciate you. Why? Because you are Ventru like me, and we have to stick together. I need an advisor, and I need one I can trust, and that's you. But god damn it, Calvin. Just shut up.
He laughs a little. You're right. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I've been too loose with my tongue. All I ask is that you listen when I speak. I believe you will.
I will.
And I will never try to steer you wrong.
Thank you. Thank you, Calvin. I appreciate it.
This is going to be difficult.
Yeah, no kidding.
The fuck. I'm very mad at your sire. Do you
You're
think
not
they,
the only one.
yeah, you think they made her an elder or something?
I don't know. I don't care. I'm heartbroken. I have been abandoned by the very reason I came to Los Angeles. I can't believe she would do that without telling me. Without seeing me in person. I trusted her, had higher expectations of her. I don't forgive her for this. And that's all I care about right now.
If you welled up tears at all, he will offer you his handkerchief.
It was like borderline, so she'll take it anyways, just kind of,
All right. I'm behind you.
Thank you. I think everyone is behind me, and that's what I need. Without my coterie by my side, I can't do this. We are stronger together, just like you said.
We might have to sacrifice some territory.
And this is why I'm gathering everyone. We need to figure out what moves we need to make.
And I think I'd rather sacrifice it to the Anarchs than I would to Don Sebastian.
Agreed. I want to give the Anarchs something to placate them. The last thing we need is for this to blow up in 3 directions.
I don't know what they'd want.
Well, that's
at
what
very
I'm
least,
hoping.
we can declare a new sheriff or an acting sheriff.
Maybe.
We'd have to talk to Captain Mitchell, I believe.
I think that's the next step.
All right. Let's go down and consult with everybody. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I've been waiting for an opportunity like this. Let's do this.
Okay. Let's do this.
Calvin fluffs his suit out. Puts on
Everyone just like tidy up.
Every time we enter or leave a room, we take like a second to
Puts on an Audra. Actually, yes. Audra will put on a new dress.
Yeah, again, this is the blood and margarine clothing you're still wearing.
I changed.
Yes. Well,
Wait,
still in blood and margarine. She was a bit busy grieving. So yeah, it might be wise. I mean, I'm going to ask this to the rest of the coterie. Maybe if we wanted to take like a little bit, do some healing kind of stuff before we dove into the rest of it. That was my idea. If so, Audra doesn't mind declaring it like a day of mourning type of a situation if we need that to mechanically move things. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas.
Do you want to take the rest of the night to rest and recuperate? Does everyone feel like their characters need a moment to breathe and just be themselves? Maybe feed.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Okay.
What we can do is, the way we can write this easily is that folks show up over the course of the evening because you already sent Hyacinth out for them, and you offer them hospitality for the evening and allow them to stay in your haven, and then you meet the next night. Does that make sense?
Deal.
Okay. So, a couple of bookkeeping things that need to happen. Calvin, you have a mark against your humanity.
Yes.
So I need you to make a degeneration roll, please.
A humanity roll.
Yes. Degeneration is Mage the Awakening, not. You're good. You do not fail. Wait.
Oh,
You
and
only
how much-
that is not what you roll. You
Oh,
roll
remorse.
the difference between the hashes
Is it
and
remorse?
the it's remorse. It's a remorse roll. That is correct.
Hey,
You have
humanity.
passed your humanity, and you remove that one.
All right, and how many willpower do we heal a night if we heal any?
All of them. As long as it wasn't aggravated willpower damage, which none of it was, you regain all of your willpower at the beginning of the next day.
All right, and I have a lot to heal up.
Yes, so you'll be able to heal one ag.
I'm going to start with my regular knight's rouse check.
Okay, thank you for the follow, Grumble Cakes. It's a rousing success.
And then I have to do
then-
3 more rouses.
You have to do 3 more rouses to heal one ag, indeed. You will heal the ag no matter what,
Yep.
but
Jesus, I'm so
Papa
glad I-
hungry. All right. And then you can do another rouse to heal. What's your blood potency?
I can't. Blood potency is 2, but I don't think I can do any more.
Are you at hunger 5?
I'm at hunger 4 right now because I just gained 3 hunger.
Yeah, so let's see what happens when you hit. I don't think we've ever had anyone hit hunger 5, have
Oh.
we?
I
God.
mean, at hunger 5 on a healing check, I go into torpor.
Oh yeah, that's right. So you probably but you're
But-
not at hunger 5 yet.
No, and you can
Yeah.
only heal 1 ag a night.
Yes, so you get rid of the one ag, but you can still make a rouse check to heal 2 superficial if you so choose.
I don't have any more superficial.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay, cool. Is anybody else wounded?
I'm going to heal some superficial.
Okay. What's your blood potency?
2.
2. So you will heal 2 points of superficial per rouse check.
Yeah, I'm gonna make one more.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even do the blush of life shit.
Make your blush of life check.
Got a lot of freshening up to do.
Got me to 5. God, Calvin's vein.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna do it.
There
Oh,
you go.
good. Oh, it was a 9. Thank God.
All right, so Celine, you're going to gain 2 points of hunger, but will heal up to 4 superficial, making your finger grow back, essentially. Because you were out. That was all the superficial you took, right?
I had 5, so there's
Oh, okay.
1.
Yeah. So it's just raw. Your finger's kind of raw. It's like a baby finger. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Who else had damage, Audra?
Yeah, 5.
How much did you have? All right, so if you want to, you can make rouse checks, and your blood potency is 2 or 3?
Is 2.
2? All right, so everybody's 2. Yeah, so every rouse check will heal 2 superficial.
So 2 hunger gained, and that'll get rid of 2, 4, 6 of the.
Yeah, that'll get rid of all of your superficial damage, indeed.
Perfect. And 2 hunger gained. Okay, let me write that down.
Yeah. And then anyone who hasn't made a rouse check for waking up in the morning, please make the rouse check.
I also got to make a remorse check.
Oh, you do? Yeah, make your remorse check, please.
I did a number on that guy.
Oh, Um,
Yeah.
I need
All right, and What, 2 for each, for 1 per slash?
Yeah, so it's at the bottom of your character sheet.
Yeah. Oh.
You just click remorse.
No, I know where it is. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And it's 1 per slash, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey.
Humanity pass.
So I can fill up both of them again?
Yeah, you can get rid of those. They're good. Yeah.
All right. Note that I felt bad.
Yes. There is remorse for the awful things that everyone did. And you all have vampires and feelings for a moment. Those of you who gained hunger or need to feed, raise your hand.
Oof.
Oh, I should do a rouse check for Blush of Life, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, also I gotta do that.
Oh,
Just letting you know, Celine's upset. She's not doing a blush of life.
Is
Oh,
it a second check for Blush of Life?
It is a second check for Blush of Life.
Ooh, okay. Hurrah. Yeah, I still need to feed.
Okay.
Let me get mine. Okay, cool.
All right. So, who needs to feed?
I do.
So everybody but Silas. Cool. All right. So we'll just go down the row. I just want everybody. Your difficulty is a 4 here for feeding. 3. Wait, what's your chasse? It's pretty good, right?
So Haven.
Haven luxury. Did I not write it down? It's on your character sheet. I may have opened up the wrong one.
Chasse is 2.
I might
Chasse is 2. Yeah. So your difficulty is 5 for feeding.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could I call on somebody that I know would be or think would be willing?
Yeah.
I want to call Adrian.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. Because
And you could
I don't think I'm going to find anybody willing right now.
I think that's probably true. And the LA Times is also downtown. So, yeah. So that's easy enough for you. Go ahead and just make your hunting check, which for you as a consensualist, I believe is charisma persuasion.
All right.
Yep. You can reduce up to 2 hunger.
Excellent.
Celine, you're a scene queen. It is difficult for you without there being a scene currently to queen. So you are going to have an increased difficulty on your hunt roll, but we're going to kind of gloss over this as it feels like there's a lot of business to get done on this day. Okay, so go ahead and make me the scene queen roll, which I believe is performance manipulation. Is that right? We'll call it performance manipulation. I'm sure you have both of those at a very high level. Take a stand on your hunger as you, in your frustration, kill someone. However, you are at hunger 0. You now have a body. This is the second time this has happened to you. Actually, it's 2 stains on your humanity for murdering someone. 2 stains.
Oops.
Well, we can't feed this one to Ming.
No.
No.
I will go find Silas again. Silas, can I
You might be
speak
muted.
for you? Huh?
This one we're just dumping in cement. We overthought the last one.
Yeah, Silas, can I talk to you over here for a moment?
I trudge over and I look, and I'm less surprised than last time. Which one was this?
I don't know. I just found it.
I don't know if that's better or worse, but I'll go get a tarp.
Thank
Right,
you.
and using your expert body removal processes, you are able to get rid of the body, sharing Celine's secret of murder once again. Kelvin, I need a feeding roll. It's going to be, there are no available blondes currently.
Ugh. Alright, so I'm gonna have to burn a willpower.
Or you would suffer an increased difficulty on your dice roll.
I'm gonna burn a willpower.
Okay. Yep.
Does it
So
not-
go ahead. You're
Manipulation, persuasion, because I'm a
Yeah.
siren. I have a
because you like to bouncy.
from my.
You. Okay. Well,
I can-
I'm actually going to
willpower-
call this messy fail. This bestial failure. You have fed successfully, and can take your hunger down to 0. Take 2 stains on your humanity as you have found someone and straight ripped out their throat in your frustration. You guys are just having a bad night with the munchies,
Okay.
but you have no hunger.
I can think clearly.
Bloody all over
All right.
here. You're gonna
So-
need a new suit.
Yeah, that's the least of my concern.
But you also now have a body to deal with.
The building doesn't have an incinerator, does it? Being in LA, it wouldn't need the heating.
Nope.
But it would have a hot water heater? I don't know.
Yeah, it'd have a hot water heater.
That
Think
would
about
take
what that would do to the water. I'm just saying.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Is there a service I can call that would do body removal for money?
1-800 call Silas.
I will. I will consult the rest of the coterie in a moment.
Okay.
I'll let
Audra,
them-
me. Okay. Sorry. Did you have more, Kevin? Or
I'm
Calvin?
just saying I was going to let them do their thing and then I'll ask for help.
Okay. So Alexander's
I
fed,
can
Celine's
be
fed.
there between 2 and 5 a.m.
Silas is solid. Audra.
Audrey is going to call upon her criminal contacts, her friend Ace, who runs a biker gang,
Yeah.
to bring her particular, to just bring her a person of her particular flavor. Yeah, so she's going to deal with it that way. And then she'll feed, what's my role here?
Manipulation. Persuasion manipulation.
And she should have a specialty in seduction.
Yeah,
I
so
do-
add a die to that.
Thank you.
Hey, baby, want to bounce? Yeah, you want to bounce.
Jesus
For blood?
Christ.
Yeah, for blood. There you go. You are able to successfully remove up to 3 hunger.
Thank you.
Calvin, the
Alright,
group has now reassembled.
I'm going
There
to.
are a number of vampires waiting on the first floor of the Via Dioro this morning.
This evening.
Yes.
We're going to gather in the room and I'm going to be like, I have a problem. I overfed.
Oh, you should talk to Silas.
I can also help deal with it, but not at this very moment, unfortunately. I have got the jitters.
I can. It will keep for a day or so.
I'll give someone a call later then, if you want.
I would appreciate it greatly because, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably something that she would once again call Ace for. Ace and her get along real well, so that's fine.
Sweet.
Also, I'm glad that I found someone else. Celine, do you want to go Vivian Lee?
Oh, that's tempting.
It was tempting, but I'm going to give the option to you. Why did you need her liberated from... Oh, I'm sorry. That was a private conversation we had, right? I remember.
Oh, that plan went out the window yesterday. Yes, and you know what? I will ghoul her. Thank you for offering, Calvin.
Though she has been seen by the Sabbat, so we may want to get her out of town after that process is finished.
That's a good idea. Right after I've rubbed it in somebody's face.
Did you guys invite Elizabeth to this? Elizabeth to this?
So,
Hope
question
not.
about that. I have a question about that.
Yes.
Is Lisbeth pro Don Sebastian or no?
She was very loyal when Don Sebastian was around. She was a big
But she
fan.
also survived him quite well.
Yeah. You know, some people are survivors.
See, if she wasn't a fan of Don Sebastian, I'd be like, yeah, she's welcome. but
Well, can I do a politics roll to see what that relationship was?
Yeah, make it up.
Politics, what would you like? Intelligence? Or wits?
I think wits.
Politics, wits, no bonus, 2 successes.
I mean, they were definitely aligned. They were both, and you know this as well from working in Hollywood, that they worked very closely together on projects. And Elizabeth doesn't care about the Camarilla.
Yeah,
She cares
only
about Elizabeth.
Hollywood.
And she cares about Hollywood. Right. Like that is she pays lip service, but like she doesn't care about Camarilla politics. Like she could probably be Primogen if she wanted to, but doesn't. Like she just doesn't give a crap. She doesn't care. She cares about Hollywood. And that's what she cares about. She cares about glamour. She cares about being a style setter. She doesn't care about Camarilla politics.
she doesn't need to be here then. It's not what this party is about. Sorry, Elizabeth.
Good.
But would Alexander be able to tell if Lisbeth is still alive because of the blood bond?
You still feel a little tug, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe should we call her and let her say no?
I don't know if she would say no.
Oh, that'd be even worse.
Do we want to open up that?
Yeah, do you really want her here?
No, I don't want
We
to.
don't want to.
No one does.
Then
She would show up out of spite. Let's not do it. I'm not going to call her.
Please spare me from that.
making
No,
harder on ourselves here.
I would only do it if I could guarantee Lisbeth would not come. But we cannot guarantee that, so let's not do that.
Is Robbie the Ravenous here?
Yes, so my next question was, how did you want to approach the large group of vampires who you have called together? Are you bringing them up one by one? Are you going to address them all as a group? Well, they are here because of goodwill, each one of which has either worked with you or cared about the prince in some way, and so you know that they are here because of that, but will not stay around forever. So it is up to you all to tell me how you want to approach. You have gathered this group of what's left of the important and high-powered Camarilla that you can think of in the city.
We have a stage.
We have a stage, and Audra does intend to use it, but Robbie the Ravenous, she wants to see separately first.
Okay.
With her coterie, like her coterie can stay. Robbie the Ravenous is a slightly special case.
Okay.
That's one way to put it.
I will assume that you have
Wow.
either brought staff or ghouls in to help support today.
Yes. I'll have both my ghouls here.
Okay. Sweet. So one of them goes down and grabs Robbie, and he comes up, and he's looking very gentlemanly in this black pinstripe suit with a white shirt and a black tie and long black pinstripe pants, and his hair kind of up in this pompadour that's swept back. And he comes in and he goes, "Well, hello, my friends. It's good to see you again."
Heads up, this is in Hindi. I translate right afterwards. Ravi, आइए. हमारे घर में आपका स्वागत है. And what she's saying is, Ravi, welcome. You are welcome in our home.
"Oh, well, thank you," he says back in Hindi. "It is an absolute pleasure to be in your home, and I feel warm in your embrace."
शुक्रिया. आप हमारे साथ हैं, तो damn, I just forgot. अगर आप हमारे साथ हैं, तो हम सब कुछ कर सकते हैं. Essentially, she's saying, if you are with us, we can achieve much together.
What do you mean by with you?
Ravi, to put it lightly, there's been...
Wait, hold on, please. Isn't it a bit rude to be talking in a different language around your friends?
Right, sorry. Okay, so they'll switch back to English.
Okay.
Ravi,
Yes.
the prince has left LA. Did you know that?
I'm aware. Yes.
Okay. I want to honor the deal that you have made with the prince.
I'm sure you do.
I do. And I'm hoping for your support. Things are about to get a little crazy in Los Angeles, and I'm hoping that if all of us can stand strong together, that we will be able to bear the tides and emerge stronger on the other end.
You understood. I stood strong apart just fine. What profit is there for me to help you all? Looking at all five of you, he is. My deal with the prince was one of non-intervention, not of active support, which could get me staked, and then that wouldn't be very fun for me.
You know, I would be okay with non-intervention as well. I just wanted you to know that I trust you. You are the closest thing I have to family, in a sense, except for my coterie, of course. You're more than welcome to, but I would just wanted to make sure. It's been a strange time, and we could use allies. You don't have to get involved. You just need to not give space to others.
Make a charisma persuasion.
Okay. Where is the charisma button gone? Oh, wait.
Yeah, persuasion then charisma.
There it is.
I'm sorry, persuasion, charisma, yeah.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah. So, you're in an advantageous position because you can spend a willpower and reroll all 3 dice.
Spend a willpower, all 3 dice. I will do that. Once I find the button. There's the button.
Do the button.
Do the button.
Willpower?
Wait. I clicked the wrong button.
Yeah, WP will reroll or something like that.
Reroll. There it is.
Yep.
Okay.
And 3.
And 3. Submit. There we
There
go.
you go. 5 successes. And he goes, "You're very charming. Silas is very competent. I will tell you this. If you need my help, as long as it doesn't put my incredibly extended life at risk, I'm willing to give it."
That's all I asked for. Thank you. Shukriya.
Of course. And right back at you.
A little bit of Hindi goes a long way. No kidding. Okay, that's all she wanted with Ravi. She just wanted to make sure that he wasn't going anywhere else, essentially. He's actually free to leave unless he wants to stay for the speech that's about to happen. And boy, am I
you're
shaking
giving a speech?
the person. Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely staying for that. It'll be fascinating. I spent a wonderful evening with all those people downstairs. They are interesting and have no clue who I am. It's really quite excellent.
Good. I'm glad you're having fun.
I am. I shall take my leave, though, and let you all do what you need to do, yes? Or do you wish to retain me for anything else? All right. I shall be off. And he offs down the stairs.
Gotcha.
Sorry, I'm having nervous giggles now.
If you wanted to pull off an entrance, we could have used him for some stage magic.
Well, I think Celine can provide as much stage magic. She's an expert at.
I think we need to just keep this low key, okay?
Okay.
Oh boy. Shut up.
Kitten, you are on my power cord.
Remy.
What happens next?
Well, Audra's ready to go downstairs and get on stage.
I would like to present you.
Fair.
All right. So I'm going to get to the back of the stage.
Okay. Peeking your head out, you see about 15 kindred sitting out there.
Gotcha.
Of note, you see Sable, the Nosferatu Scourge, whose name I just blanked on for some reason.
The Hound?
Yes, the Hound. Gaston. I'm sorry, I blanked on my own character. Sable, Gaston. Yes.
Sorry. Just a quick confirmation. What exactly is a hound?
So a hound and or scourge is the person who patrols the edges of Camarilla territory to ensure that they are secure.
Okay, so important. Perfect.
Yeah, and a vaguely impossible job in LA.
Oh.
Yeah. Because the boundaries are so big, they're impossible to secure. But you having been Camarilla here long enough, you know that he does his best with limited resources to intercept what he can.
Perfect.
Let's see, who else is there? The Malkavian, not Primogen, whose name is...
Let me check.
I have it in my notes too. I just wrote her tonight. Whose name is... Oh, that's right. Yeah, Ariel Vanderveer. Hyacinth is there. Yves is not there.
Yves is not there.
Yves is not there. Who else is not there? Philomath is not there.
What about Matilda?
Matilda...
The Ventru...
yeah, Matilda is here, but looking confused, and like she may already have bags packed. And then there are either like coterie members, like you just get a read off for like, I'm fucking out of here. I don't know why I'm even at this thing.
Gotcha.
Yep. And
Is,
do we have Assistant Harpy Gale Luckless? By any chance?
Gale is yes, actually Gale is here.
Okay. What about Von Lindy?
Von Lindy is not here. Although Captain Mitchell is.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Is Captain Mitchell's entire coterie here as well?
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Who, when looking at them, and so really it's more about 25 people, when looking at them, they look like people not to be fucked with. There's two of them who actually don't look like people not to be fucked with, but four of them look like people distinctively not to be fucked with.
All right.
Two of them are almost unassuming to the point of non-noticing.
Ooh. That is positive. All right. I will announce you. I will not make any declarations that would go unwise.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to open the curtains. I'm going to say, welcome, everyone. Thank you for coming to the club. I'm sure you have many questions. Please hold all until Audra has finished speaking. And may I present to you my good friend, I don't remember your last name, Trent.
That's because you don't know it.
Audra.
Audra, grandsire of Amelia, or grandchild of Amelia.
Grandchild of Amelia.
Grandsire.
Landerhaven.
Grandchild. Sorry, geez, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So I will do that. I will give that speech, bow, and step off the stage, noting. Yeah, never mind. People can read whatever they want into it. So.
Okay.
And Audra will step on the stage.
Before you begin speaking, I'm fascinated to know where Silas, Celine, and Alexander are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was waiting to see if you wanted just like a united front on the stage, but if you just want to take this, I'm going to just, as you start talking, quietly slip into the audience and see if I can gauge their reaction.
I would like my coterie ideally near the stage,
Okay.
so it is still a united front, right?
I will stand near the stage. I want my heightened senses on.
Okay.
I just want to make sure I notice anything.
Make an awareness perception check.
Okay.
Not
Sorry.
perception, awareness, wit. Awareness wit. Yeah.
Okay.
I always say it every game, I'm like, perception.
Do I add my aspects?
You do, add your dots of aspects to that.
Okay.
Of which you have 4.
Woo!
Yeah.
That's what I spend my XP on.
Yeah.
At least 3 Nosferatu, or 3 people who are obfuscated in this room right now.
Oh. Okay. So we got 3 Nosferatu / 3 off, or up.
Yeah, 3 people
I can't
going like
say that
this
one.
off in corners, pretending not to be seen in our LARP.
Oh, okay.
No, this is the LARP symbol for obfuscated.
Yeah, no, I I remember that from the last
Oh, okay.
conversation, but
I do too, but now I'm just picturing 3 people in a corner just going.
is there any way I can signal to Silas the location of people without being noticed?
Subterfuge manipulation.
Oh god, I have nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. Let's see.
It'll take a miracle.
No bonus, right?
No.
Woo!
I mean, it's not subtle, but it is. You think they're probably also not paying a lot of attention to you, but you're all like, right? Like, over there. No, wait, over there. No, yeah.
I decode it. Yeah, I look in the general direction, and I just.
He can't like see them, right? So it's just like me trying to signal that there's people hiding.
Yeah, I am now aware of where they're supposed to be, or where there's the curious lack of anything to see.
Yes. Your eyes always seem to pass over the place that Alexander pointed at, though. Because, it's obfuscated. Okay. And Celine, where are you? What are you doing?
Is technically her stage. I think Celine would be standing at the back of the stage.
Okay. Cool. And with that, our coterie set up. Andra about to make possibly the most important speech of her own life. This is where we're going to take our break. And we'll be back in a moment.
Oh.
You've got this.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
You're going to do really well.
Don't even worry about it. We'll be right back after these static screens.
Sergeant First Class Mark Wood.
Everybody, we're back with a terrified group of players. This is the political horror side of Vampire the Masquerade, and that means pucker factor all the time for the players, and that's fun for
Nothing
me.
can go wrong.
No, it's going to be great. I am sure everyone's going to think this is going to be awesome. It's fine. When we last left our intrepid coterie, they had decided to gather some of the luminaries of the Camarilla, who are left in the city after many of the luminaries left or went missing, into the Viandioro, where Audra, Calvin, Alexander, Celine, and Silas together agreed that they needed to come together in a new way, and so Audra is about to address this group. And with that, standing on the stage of Viandioro, a baby grand directly behind you. Red curtains behind that, and old, oaked wooden floors beneath you. About 25 vampires sit at round tables with dim lighting, staring up at you. What do you do?
Audra steps out from behind the curtain, and she looks around at the room. She's silent for a moment. She's taking everyone in, sort of trying to gauge the energy of the audience. She's out of her league. This is not something she's ever done before. She's done a little bit back when she was in London, but nothing of a scale or severity like this. So she's nervous. But after a moment, she'll take a breath and she'll say, "Kindred, thank you for coming. I am honored by your presence here. I will cut to the chase. As I'm sure you all know, our Prince, Amelia Landerhaven, is no longer in Los Angeles. Amongst this news, the kind of our city fight each other. We have the Sabbat on our doorstep, the government as well, hunting us down. And I believe the Anarchs are planning revolt. It is...
You hear somebody, and it's hard to tell who. The Anarchs are already in revolt.
I'm just putting things lightly. It is not a good time right now for the Camarilla to fall, and yet it seems that things are not going smoothly. We must unite. As a united front, we are stronger. We can break deals. We can bring peace. If the kindred are united, we can soothe the kind. We can work together to ensure the mutual benefit of all of us. But if LA falls apart, neither kindred nor kind will be safe. I am not the prince, but Amelia has left me some land, and I am hoping to earn the trust and the loyalty of each and every one of you so that we may stabilize this city and determine what to do from there.
How are you going to keep us safe from the Sabbat? What about the explosions? Whose fault is that?
Which explosions? There's been a
There's
bunch.
been there's been a bunch. You are correct.
If we are not united, the Sabbat will kill all of us. This is what they want. They want us to be in disarray. All of these explosions, everything that is going on, it's to cause us to scatter. It's to cause us to be afraid. Now is the time when we have to put up a united front. We have to fight the Sabbat, and we have to hold together. If the ivory tower falls, the masquerade falls, and the kind will turn against us. It is in all of our interests to work together, to support each other, to come through this strong.
Go ahead and make me. Are you using awe during this?
Well, I was considering it, but I was also like, is that going to offend anyone?
It's a very subtle power.
Okay.
You don't it's not. It's just a force of personality. It's not like a mind whammy, right? Where like someone who's been dominated tends to know they've been dominated. Even with majesty, folks sometimes don't know that majesty has been used on them, right? Like, and majesty is a level 5 power, right? It's a socially subtle power.
Okay. If it's subtle, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you need to make a rouse check.
Okay. Oh, it's at the bottom. Hold on.
You will gain a hunger, but you'll be able to add your 2 dots of presence to this persuasion charisma roll, and I'm going to give you, as a roleplay reward, 2 extra dice on this.
Okay, persuasion, charisma.
Yep.
And how many freaking dice am I adding on?
I'm giving you 4 extra. 2 you're giving yourself.
Okay.
And I am giving you 2. As I thought that was impressive roleplay and deserves to be rewarded.
Thank you. Okay. 6 success.
You have 3 failures, and if you choose, if you really want to push it over the top, could blow a willpower to reroll 3 dice.
Why the heck not? It's kind of now that it matters.
You only unlive once.
You ha 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 ha.
Didn't.
Oh boy. 3 dice?
3 dice. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. The first person you notice starting to clap is Captain Mitchell in the back. And a few people turn around and start and look at him for a second, realize who it is, and then you see Sable stand up and start clapping. And then everybody, there's applause.
Calvin applauds and looks up at her and nods. And I will. Never mind.
Thank you.
So, somebody
Thank-
yells. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no,
No,
I-
it's
she was
a
just
subtle thumbs up.
she was
Somebody
just
yells.
saying
So. Oh, okay, sorry. Go. You're just saying thank you. Okay. Somebody yells, kind of from one of the darkened tables. It's hard to see who. So, are you Prince now?
not yet.
You say not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, she's gonna say it out loud.
Okay.
Not yet. And let me explain why. Because I haven't earned your loyalty. I haven't earned your trust. I won't declare praxis until every single person in this room believes in me. I want to be a good prince, a prince you can trust, a prince you can believe in. And so I want to earn your loyalty before I stand here and declare praxis. I want to bring stability back to Los Angeles. What does the audience got to say?
I'm thinking because it was a
Okay.
good answer. It's a good
Thank
answer.
you. Thank you. Oh, you're killing me.
Yeah. So Sable stands up at this point. Again, after that, before and goes, Audra, I've got your back.
Thank you, Sable.
And a few people look approvingly at that. And then Captain Mitchell goes, we're blood. You know I've got your back.
Thank you, Captain Mitchell.
But what the hell do we do now? This is all that's left of us.
That's exactly the problem. This is all that's left of us. Therefore, we are, whether we like it or not, the Camarilla court. Unfortunately. As loath as I am to admit it, I need advisors. I need a sheriff. I need people that are willing to execute. We need to band together. We need to take on roles, and we need to execute.
Sable will come up just to the edge of the stage and go, perhaps you should thank the audience and convene a smaller group so that not all of the ears here can hear everything that needs to be heard.
Audra will take the hint. And she'll stop herself from what she was about to say.
Okay.
But for now, everyone, I think it's time for me to actually get off this stage. I'm honored, once again, that all of you decided to come here. And I'm grateful that we will stick together through these challenging times. And I will work hard to make you prince. But for now, thank you. Do we have refreshments?
Yeah, absolutely. I would assume that you all...
Open bar in the back.
Yeah, open veins in the back.
Please enjoy the refreshments. And yeah, we'll kind of break the formal part of the evening there.
Okay. People get up and start mingling and talking to each other. Anybody, what do you want to do, team?
I would like to find Gaston if I can spot him.
Yeah, you see him. He is not obfuscated. Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna go, Gaston. I have some information about the spot that I encountered. Would you like it? Or is that not your... Is that something the Hound would need?
I have not chosen to be Hound under a princeless regime. We should maybe have a conversation about our working relationship before we choose to trade any information with each other.
I was hoping that you would take it freely without owing me anything for it.
You just want to give me something?
About the Sabbat, yes, about our enemy.
Well, absolutely.
I will describe the man who... There was a man dressed as a priest with mirrored sunglasses that reminded me of the ones from the that some of the government types might have. And he wore blue surgical gloves. He dressed as a priest and he claimed to be a doctor. He was a Zamisi. His name was Ivan. He's Russian.
Interesting.
There is also I'm not sure what was his name.
Ivan?
Ivan.
Doctor.
Yes.
That rings a bell.
That's alarming. I'll let you handle that, I believe, in your abilities. There was also, he was part of one group. The other Sabbat I encountered were in opposition to him, I believe. And it was Hubris was the name. And he was a Malkavian who believed he was running a game show for no audience. And he had either a vampire or a ghoul, I couldn't really tell, named Emmett Smog?
Stubbs.
Stubbs.
Yes.
Yeah, that's new information to me as well. Thank you. Where did you encounter them?
RKO Lot 15. They also had created a dozen travelheads. And had ghouls, and they had sharks, which seemed extremely powerful.
Fascinating. Yes.
I want to work with you.
Is Audrey there, Calvin, or are you doing this alone?
I'm doing this kind of like one-on-one.
Okay, that's fine. Never mind.
We want to work with you.
She can't hold this whole city.
I know, we're going to have to lose
And
a
I
carrot.
am under very good information that Don Sebastian will be returning soon.
Is there any chance that I could have a word with, well, maybe you would know. Do you know if the last prince had a deal with the people on the docks?
Not so much of a deal. You know about her additional accords.
Yes.
That was specifically to prevent the need for a deal.
I think we should do our best to maintain those and recommend those to even those we don't lead.
I mean, I think that's right, but here's the thing.
Enforcing it will be nearly impossible.
Do you really want to know what I think?
Actually, yes.
I think you have some very rich pickings for territory. I think Adra said some very pretty words. And I think the Anarchs are going to take over the city. And I think if you want to have any sort of stake left in it, you take your territory, you hold your territory, and then you negotiate to keep your territory. I don't think you're going to have a Prince of LA.
Thank you. I do believe we need to talk to the Anarchs. But I respect you and thank you for your honest opinion.
I'm happy to work with you and trade.
Yes.
But I'm not taking any positions in an organization that doesn't have an organization.
You're independent at the moment, I see.
Oh no, I'll always be Camarilla. Some of my idiot friends decided that family blood was more important than, the masquerade. And
What do you mean?
it's family business. Just know that not everyone who seems trustworthy is trustworthy. Hey, do you notice anyone not here tonight?
Quite a few people.
Do you notice anyone from my specific clan not here tonight?
I assume there are some people of your clan here I haven't noticed. But
I can assure you that one of those people is not here tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just watch your shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, also Chinatown's dangerous. See?
Yeah, no shit. I mean, there's a fucking Kindred of the East over there. Fucking whatever they're called over there. Quabe, whatever.
I don't even know, but she tried to sell the Anarchs out to us.
Yeah, I would require additional bartering, but I can tell you a little bit about Ming.
Not at this moment, I think. We
Okay.
will contact you.
That's on you.
All right, what do you got?
That's on you.
What do you need?
What do you got? I need information. That's what I do, right?
Yeah.
That's what the clan does, which is why I won't give you any names of my people, but I'm totally happy to give you names of other people.
That is very true. Let's see. What do I have of yours? Oh, I have famous people involved in murder clubs.
That's fascinating.
Isn't it?
But I don't. I mean,
I don't know how that's useful.
but I don't
to you.
care. Yeah.
How do you feel about Setites? Do you enjoy questioning them?
I would love to question a Setite. Do you happen to have one in your basement or something?
We'll talk soon. Stick around.
Huh. Well, now I'm interested. Okay, I'll stick around.
Yep, and I'll walk away.
Okay.
I'm going to find Gale Luckless.
Fascinating. Yes. Hey, what's going on? Gale is kind of a middle-aged, vaguely frumpy librarian-looking sort of Ventru, right? Ventru? Yes, Ventru. No. Gale
I think
is...
she's Malkavian.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. She is the she was the former assistant harpy or assistant keeper.
Oh, Harpy.
Yeah, right, former assistant harpy. Yeah, kind of frumpy librarian type. Looks a little nervous around. Hey.
Gale, can we please talk in my office real quick?
By ourselves?
Yes, just me and you.
Why?
Because I don't need everybody hearing the conversation right now.
But there's lots of people here, and they're probably not going to pay any attention to me. That's why, yeah, I'm probably not going to pay any attention to me.
Gale, have you not noticed that everybody pays attention to me?
Yeah, that's true. But could you make a persuasion charisma test for me, please? Okay, I'll come with you.
Thank you.
Look at you with no hunger dice. Look at that.
It's
All full.
It is helpful
It
as
is.
much as it costs us.
Yeah, with no rum-rums in your tum-tums. Yep. And she will follow you upstairs.
When we get up there, just Gale, when was the last time you personally seen Flicker?
At the Elysium, I think. Why?
Has nobody told you?
No?
Oh dear. Hun, Flicker's gone.
Huh. Like vamoosed? Or like...
Like
Final gone.
ashes.
Oh. I'm so sorry. You two were close.
Yes, that's true. I'm dealing. And you
Okay.
also only seen her at the Elysium. You didn't hear
Yeah.
her from her after?
No, actually, I didn't. We normally check in to see who's going to cover one of the other Elysia, and we didn't check in the next day, but I figured it's because everything got canceled, and so there was no reason to have, a check-in. It was the first time we hadn't talked, and so, I don't know.
That is unfortunate. I was hoping to pin down a timeline.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't help you.
It's okay, dear. Are you all right?
Yeah, I mean, we weren't as close as you two are. I'll feel bad about it for a little while, I guess, but then I'll find a way to recover, and then I'll probably go through a mourning process of some kind, and then I'll be okay. I'm probably just in shock a little bit right now. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad to hear it. I do hope that you will remember to support Audra as well.
I don't know what I'm supporting is the problem. I think it was very persuasive. I think people in the moment are going to feel good. I'm just worried that in a day or two they're going to ask, what was I cheering about? Because we didn't actually say to do anything.
Well, plans have to be made yet. We're also in shock as well.
I understand. I would say if you're going to do something, you should make a show of power quick. Quick.
Yes, I know. We have to do that. Thank you again. Thank you.
Maybe find a Sabbat and execute them in front of everyone or something. Show that you can
Oh,
keep the place
that's an
safe.
idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You got to do something, is what I'm saying. Probably pretty drastic.
Yes, I'm going to agree with that.
Okay.
You have fun. Please do enjoy the club.
Okay. I'm gonna go get a drink. And she leaves. Alexander Silas.
I'm keeping an eye on the people. Have they moved?
The people? Okay.
The people.
Yeah, they tend to be like flitting from conversation to conversation.
Okay. It's too late to stop Calvin from talking, but I want to talk to the rest of the coterie. So I try to like wave them over when they're not talking to somebody.
Okay.
And just fill them in that there are people here who you can't see. And if somebody decides to come near me to listen into what I'm saying, well, I'm going to try not to say it. I'm going to be very aware that there are people who might, decide to come up and listen.
Xander, I think your paranoia is going to keep us all alive.
Yeah.
I always like to have my senses on call, I guess.
Audrey's gonna be like, so that's what Sable was talking about. Okay.
Can you give us like a little signal if we're talking to somebody and you see them flip past?
I can do that.
Do one of these. Do one of these.
Actually,
Just do one of these.
Actually, doing this would be great. Yeah,
And then the number of people who are hit.
why
Yeah.
not?
3.
But anyway, yes, so we should start taking people into the back and speaking to them privately, I believe.
Who do you want to take into the back and speak to privately?
I think we should start with Matilda, or we should start with Captain Mitchell and Sable.
Okay.
So, Captain Mitchell first.
Celine is available if you want to, babe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant all of us. Unless
We're all going in?
unless you don't want to.
No, I'm fine going in. I did, before we go in, want to maybe take a glide by. How many Anarchs actually showed up?
You didn't invite any.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was
Yeah.
just heckling. Okay, never mind.
I was hoping they would show up, but next time.
All right, then
Invite any
I'll get in there.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're all heading to the back?
Yeah,
Yep.
you're all heading into the upstairs meeting room. And were you bringing both Captain Mitchell and Sable?
Would that be a bad idea, or is that a good idea?
One at a
I
time.
mean, they're okay, one at a time, however you like.
I trust my advisor.
And Captain Mitchell first.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
he'll come in.
as soon as we're alone in the room, she'll say, "Grand Uncle, it's so good to see you again."
It's good to see you as well. I wish we had a chance to talk before the meeting, but
Well, whatever you had to say, you can say now.
I am concerned that you're biting off more than you can chew. I have sworn to my sire and your grandsire that I will protect you. I want to have nothing to do with owning any more territory than I have to. And we share a familial bond. But I am concerned that you have officially bitten off more than you can chew.
You don't have to own any more territory if you don't want it. I just need your support. If I
Me and my
don't do
coterie. I'm used. Let me tell you how the former prince used me. And to describe Mitchell, he's ebony skinned with kind of close cropped dark hair. He wears a very well fitting suit. His only touch of anachronism is he wears what looks like Civil War era cavalry boots. that kind of go up to his shins or so, or almost up to his knees. Let me tell you what I did for your grandsire and why she brought me into the family. I have an eidetic memory. I remember most everything I see and everything I read. She used me as a consigliere. I think that's what the criminal people call it. She used me as an advisor, and she used me to lead her war party. That war party is now your war party, and it's waiting downstairs for you. I am schooled in economics. I am schooled in warfare. And I understand how to run a city.
Are you saying you don't want to be a part of this?
I am pledged to be a part of this. But I am also pledged to tell you the truth.
And you don't think I can do it?
It's not that I don't think you can hold Beverly Hills and UCLA. I think you can.
It's the rest of the city.
I think we can. And do you have a map of Los Angeles?
We should.
Yes. He pulls it out and he kind of folds it down. And I will bring up our map of Los Angeles. Look at this. And he will point to all of the red places on your map and go, other than the gangrel, what do all of those red places have in common?
Giant gaps between them.
Giant gaps between them, and they're on the periphery. Other than the Anarch territory, which I would consider in dispute, and the Tremere, which is probably smaller than they actually claim. They need like 3 houses. It's all in the north, on the coast, and then up in the valley. Everything else is now, very likely, should they want it, easily controllable by the Anarchs. You don't have the ability to project your power into those locations. There's just not enough. Not without serious treaties, talking with the Anarchs. You have to start somewhere and build out.
Well, that's what I want. I want to build treaties.
I think treating with the Anarchs in some way is incredibly wise. You're not Don Sebastian, you're not your mother or your grandsire, and you're certainly fucking not Radiant. If there's a logical bone in their body, they'll sit down and treat and know that bloodshed isn't worth it, especially with Sabat knocking on our fucking doors.
This is my goal, is treaties, is peace. And if you can help me achieve that, then I need you by my side. We can do this. I believe we can do this, especially if we're doing the treaty route. I don't want to cause a war. I just want things to settle.
My prince, my niece. War is upon you, whether you want it to be or not. The Sabat are here. There are explosions in the street. Your own domain here is under martial law. You are at war. You've been running around doing errands so long you haven't even noticed it.
And what of Don Sebastian?
Kill him.
Do you know anything about him or his potential? You probably would have killed him if you had the...
He got away from me last time. I won't let it happen again.
I feel the second we know where to point you, we will let you know.
I'm just kind of looking at Celine because of that whole kill him comment, and she's kind of like, I don't know if that's a good idea.
We can't let Don Sebastian.
She's not saying anything. She's just looking deeply concerned at Celine.
And Calvin's looking at the map. He's not really looking at you.
Silas Alexander? Any thoughts? I like to get the whole team here, you know.
Yeah.
The map looks a lot bigger than it did a couple hours ago.
Our
But
problem.
this is their time. I'm not here to say anything right now.
I value everything you have to say, Silas.
Yeah, second that. Your opinion is important.
All right, then I want to know who he would recommend for some kind of, well, I guess what we're putting together is a war council.
Yeah, I think Sable. If you can get Gaston on your side, he knows the city better than anybody else. How are you with the Tremere?
We believe ourselves to be very solid.
Good.
Their leader is not the most attentive, however, we have
No.
other...
Hyacinth?
Obviously, you would know that, yes.
Yeah, I was wondering what... I always thought her and Amelia had a little side deal going on. Makes sense. If you can, what do you know about wards? Do you know anything about wards?
I look over it.
They're a magical trick that the Tremere can do that can stop people who you don't want from coming into your space. They don't always work. Magic is fucking weird, and I don't try and deal with it. But the Tremere know how to do it. You'll probably have to owe them big. But if you really want to double down on protection, if you're staying here and you're considering... So this is, I think... Okay, if we zoom all the way back, and you see him go into, like, tactics mode. He's like, if we zoom all the way back on the map, you have 2 disconnected pieces of territory that you currently claim. And you could probably have a solid claim on Hollywood with Calvin and Celine, your influence there. So what we're looking at is 3 pretty important parts of the city, only 2 of which are connected. One of which is incredibly close to both Ming. Have you guys worked with her at all? Have you done anything with her?
Ming sent us someone's ashes. Ming sent us Flicker's ashes.
And
I
gave
wondered what
us
happened to Flicker.
about the Anarchs.
We have Flicker's ashes.
Fascinating. Okay, so...
Also, I have something Ming wants.
Okay, that's good.
Yes.
Being able to trade with Ming is important. I highly doubt that she killed Flicker. I imagine she traded favor for favor to get that. Traded to you for favor to get it, to get something else, whatever it is you have.
As far as I know, it was the Sabbat that happened to Flicker.
How do you know that?
Let's just say I know how to read objects.
You've got the eye, you've got the sight.
Yeah.
That's good, that's really helpful. So, you need to make a real tactical decision about whether you want to keep this place. Or whether you want to consolidate. And leave downtown. It's giving up territory, but it might enhance your security.
Yes, that is definitely...
Triple look around the room. She's not making this decision by herself.
I love this building, but we may need to light it on fire. And if we don't, someone else will.
As much as I loathe agreeing with Calvin, I fear I must agree with him on this one.
If you want a club, your grandsire had one. I think you've been there. There's a murder out front of it recently?
Yes. By the way, have we had any confirmation that Dr. Cross actually finished the job on that?
Yes, I was there when it happened.
Okay, thank you. Were you there for any interrogation?
There was an interrogation. I didn't understand what was happening. It was 2 Melkavians.
Oh, Jesus.
I think they were talking in Latin. I know Greek.
I mean, thank you.
But that's...
Yeah.
My people will be there to secure whatever you need. If you choose to stay here, I will install my people here. If you choose to move, I will install my people wherever you choose to go.
I think by the end of the night, we'll have a solid answer.
Okay.
Also, thank you. What was I? Oh, and who can we? If we are giving up here, this is also a weapon that we can use.
How's
Who
that?
do we give to?
Oh, you mean to as a bargaining chip?
Yeah.
Give it to the
We give it
annex.
to Ming.
Or Ming. Actually, you should give it to Ming.
We should give it to Ming.
Why should we give Ming anything?
Because we need Ming not jabbing at us.
Here's the thing, and more than that, it's going to cause extra confusion.
Because it'll look like Ming's allied with us.
It'll make people think Ming's allied with you, and it'll make the Anarchs think twice about moving through downtown for a little while.
Mhm.
I trust your judgment.
That's a good call.
It's an X factor move, right? It's the N in the equation. We never know what Ming's going to do, but if we can have Ming do something that we know, that no one else knows she's doing, it causes confusion in our favor.
But what do we ask from Ming for it?
You're giving her something. What do you want?
I know what we want. We want the Sabbat. We want a Sabbat.
You want a Sabbat. You want a member of the Sabbat.
Yes. And apparently,
yeah,
she has dealt with them because she gave us this box.
that's smart. You know what? Okay, so this is good. What you could do. This place has got a ton of security. I respect the work you've done here. You can hand over the keys to this place. Lock, stock, and barrel. Don't burn it down.
No. I think that's an excellent plan, actually.
This.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, makes sense.
But we have some things in the basement we need to clean up first.
We don't have to pack up right this second. Let's add it to the list.
I'm sure we all need to take our time to pack and, gather our things.
I hope the world gives us time to do that.
Yeah, if you're going to affect that move, you should do it over one night, and you should do it as fast as possible.
Okay, now we need to marshal the rest of our resources. I don't know if. Thank you, Captain Marshall. I don't know if there's more we could.
Do you want me to stay?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Sable next.
Yes, I'll bring in Sable.
As Sable comes up, she looks around and she gives a little smile and goes, "That was a hell of a speech."
Thanks, Sable.
You're welcome. So, not Prince. That's what they're calling you downstairs. Not Prince.
Well, they're right. That's kind of what I am. Not
That's
Prince.
not going to last.
I know. It's only until I have a better grasp of the situation. I needed people, and I needed a little bit of trust. And once I have a little bit more than what I got at the moment, I'll have to declare Praxis. I have really no choice.
I don't think you should.
No, neither do I.
You should just... So, your options aren't nothing or Praxis.
There is always saying. There is a third option. I don't like it.
What? What do you think the third option is, Mr. Kelvin?
I don't want to change allegiance.
You don't need to change allegiance. Be Camarilla in Beverly Hills, and here, if you choose to keep it. And just be Camarilla. Don't declare Praxis. Just run your territory by your rules. And punch anyone in the fucking face who wants to do otherwise.
I don't think it's good enough. LA will
Why?
fall. Because LA
LA's
is
fallen. You're not going to stitch it back together overnight.
No, we're not. But somebody has to try and do something.
Here's the thing, sweetie
Audrey.
darling, honey child. The minute you declare Praxis, you already have a target on your chest after tonight, but that target grows exponentially the minute you go, I'm Prince of something. Then everybody wants to be Prince of something.
Also, we have time. We can let the Anarchs have the city for a while. We're not going away. You've got to be patient. It's something that Landerhaven was excellent at.
He's not wrong. You can't declare praxis. I mean, you can. I will not stop you. I don't know if I can back it or not, but I certainly won't stop you. I can back you now, because I think you're right to try and keep everybody together. But the Anarchs are going to be fucking running the joint. I really think so. And more importantly, somebody's got to fucking kill the Sabbat. I mean, just murder them. I mean, just stake them for the sun and watch them burn.
What do the Anarchs want? What is it that they're fighting for? Do you know?
It depends on who you ask. I don't think they really know what they're fighting for, other than, grr, I'm angry. However, there are a couple who are more rational than others. There is one named Jamie Chen, who is, I don't know that they're a leader. I mean, they're a little bit of a leader. They kind of have their own faction, but tend to be more of a moderating force and call for thoughtful action. I wouldn't discount Jeremy McNeil any day of the week. I think he's a firebrand, but if you can get to a point where he's okay with you being around while they try whatever experiment they want to try, then I think you're safe for the time being. This is about safety, right? This isn't about, like, I'm going to be Prince, because, and, well, you're an amazing, I'm very much looking forward to knowing you for a long time. We'll just put it that way. And the only way that I'm going to know you for a long time is if you don't declare praxis, because otherwise you're going to be dead. Captain Mitch will be like, I think you're probably right about that, actually. I think in the short term, I don't know that I would be so radical as to say cede the city, I think. But, yeah, I don't think you should declare yourself Prince.
Don Sebastian,
I will back you if you do. It is my...
Don Sebastian, is Don Sebastian capable of not declaring himself Prince, putting that target on him instead of...
No! Which is another great argument why not to declare yourself Prince. And here's the thing. Even if Don Sebastian declares you Prince, you've got me at your back. You can fucking Captain Mitchell at your back, and he's even more terrifying than I am half the time. And if he comes after you, we've got you.
Okay.
And then we fucking kill him. Because he's an asshole.
I hate to say it, Sable, but I think you've convinced me.
I'm just, like, yes. I would love to see you raised to the ranks of power. Be as great as your grandsire, as brilliant as your uncle. But it takes time. You've got your whole unlife. Don't waste it in the middle of a war.
I want to speak to the Anarchs. I want to build treaties.
Just all of them?
Just
No.
Jeremy McNeil, Jamie Chen. Just I want to speak to them. Sable, do you have an in with them? Can I meet them? Speak to them.
Is anyone...
I mean, I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah.
I'm the guy.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to say anything. I feel like that would be telling.
Jamie Chen's my sire. We saw him leaving the flower shop the other night.
Oh, speaking of which, apparently that is Regina's. And we should not depend on her.
Oh,
Well-
no.
Of
I mean,
course.
in general, you shouldn't be depending on Nosferatu for much, right?
Anyway, tracking down Jamie was next on my list, but things came up.
Okay. That's
I don't know if we've got a line on Jeremy McNeil, but, you know, one thing at a time.
Sorry, just as an aside, I thought that was the guy who got, like, murdered by Radiant.
No.
Oh, he's
McNeil
not
got
dead.
murdered.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got bounced. I don't know if his head is still in the same shape it was when it came in.
Yeah, I was confused about that.
Yeah, super fucked up, but as you have not heard reports of his demise.
He's so influential, not even Radiant would kill him
Okay.
in that state.
I need to speak to these men.
Was Silas know someone? I actually know someone else who might be helpful too, fascinatingly.
doesn't matter to me which way we go about it. I want to speak to them. I want.
If I may,
with these marks.
Mm-hmm.
it may be better to go to them than expect them to come to you.
Okay.
It may seem like a sign of weakness, but that'll take more time to set up.
I trust you, Sable. I trust that you can set it up in whichever way is best.
I can knock a few heads together.
Silas,
Silas, can you call your thingy person?
Wouldn't hurt to do both.
Your Fang father?
I don't know how easy he is to get going, but yeah, I can get to him.
Okay. 1 second.
Roused. That
We
was
were-
the word my hands were trying to make.
Oh boy.
Okay, so you guys need anything else for me? I'll go talk to some anarchs for you.
I think that's it.
Okay. Well,
With us on this, right? Like, there's.
what?
Would you
That
like to
was
schedule
alright.
a training session together?
I would like to schedule a rigorous training session with Audra, indeed.
Yeah. Weren't we supposed to have one of those and then shit blew up in our face?
And then shit blew up in our face. We'll find a time for some quality, rigorous physical activity, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you.
And she will head out.
Is there anyone else we need to talk to immediately? We've got Hyacinth is still here.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, that's right. So Hyacinth is in the room, right?
Only if you want her to be. She doesn't have to be in the room,
Oh.
but she could be.
I'm fine with it.
It would
either way.
save some time.
Okay. You're staying in your head now? Good. Okay. Yeah, that's Ravi's already gone.
Why don't
Probably.
we let the others out and ask Hyacinth if there's that is a hard name to say.
I will.
If there's anything else she'd like to add to the conversation.
Oh, Hyacinth? Sorry, I was typing a note to one of my other STs. Can you say that again?
Which one?
No, you are. Oh. Sorry, I had to. I was
Please,
talking with Death. We thought about bringing Jamie Chen in tonight, but decided we're going to try and Audra. We might try and get you on the next Anarch game with Jamie Chen, so that there's some crossover action happening. So I was just responding to that. I'm sorry. We some of the stuff we just coordinate live because we remember. I'm sorry. Can you say that again, Silas?
What was I going to say? Oh, sorry. I said, why don't we just escort the others out and just ask Hyacinth if they've got anything else they want to add to the conversation.
I wanted to see if anyone else had any questions, and I believe Gaston and I have some business. Does anyone have any use for the thing we've kept in the basement for a week?
It's still down there.
Yeah, I think we all forgot about it briefly.
Ah, get rid of it.
Hopefully we'll learn something from it.
A matter of timing. Would you want to speak to Ming this evening? Says Hyacinth.
No, it's too soon.
I would recommend sending me to Ming, because I am less expendable than you should something happen.
Less expendable?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Less required.
Your Freudian slip
I
is
can't
showing,
call
Calvin.
myself expendable. I can't do it.
Who else is left out there? Who else? Someone,
I mean-
someone on the team. It's like Avengers Assemble, but don't assemble.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if anyone else had any questions for me or of the group assembled. And I think maybe we should not let anyone who wants to talk to you without going through someone first.
I think that's wise.
So, if everyone's ready to send everyone, we're gonna make some waves. I mean, we've already made waves.
Ready. Break.
All right, thank you. And yes, I will go on. ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending. If anyone has any questions, please direct them towards me. And thank you and have a wonderful evening. Travel safely, and we will be in contact.
What about the Sabbat? There's always that one guy. Sorry.
Would you like to speak? Come here. Come close.
It's a younger Malkavian.
Like, yeah, come here.
What? I'm just asking.
Audra's gonna come up to this as well because she can't resist.
Okay.
He's going to go. The second you find one, bring it to us, and we will destroy it.
Can I just run away from it instead? Because there's...
Tell you what.
What?
I'm a coward, you see.
Hold on, everyone. Tell you what. If you find a Sabbat, you come and tell me about it. Deal?
Done. Sold. That sounds like a good deal to me.
Good boy.
I'm going home now.
Be sure to change your pants. Bye.
Yep.
Oh my.
All
And
right.
I'm just gonna turn to her coterie. Is everyone gone, basically?
Except for Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston is still here. Sable is not here. Mitchell's coterie is here. And so is Mitchell. Yeah.
What about the Nosferatu people?
Anyone hiding behind?
There is no one actually currently hiding.
Okay, so they've all gone.
It's last
Mhm.
call.
Let's go.
Fuck
okay.
off.
Gaston first, because Audra doesn't want him to fly, and then she wants to speak to Captain Mitchell's coterie and just kind of thank them for being there and their show of support and blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
It's kind of what I'm thinking if the coterie wants to go with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you actually need to have the conversation with them. I think we can just zoom through that, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So have any of you ever watched The Dirty Dozen?
Yeah.
It's been a while.
The coterie gives you that feeling, right? Captain Mitchell's coterie is obviously built for utility and general ass-kickery. He himself seems incredibly erudite and also able to kick ass would he so choose. But his yes, so the opposite of this coterie of talkers. They're yeah. They seem like an intimidating lot. Scars. Missing fangs. Eye
One of them
patches.
have a giant sword. Oh no, wait, that's
One.
the seventh.
That's a 7 Samurai, indeed.
All right. Unless, did you want to say anything to him? I'm sorry.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Are we talking Gaston or?
Oh.
Oh no, to
I
the dirty half dozen.
Essentially, she just wants to look at them all and be like, thank you for coming. It's an honor to meet all of you, and if there's anything I can ever do for you, please let me know.
We're here to work for you because we're with Captain Mitchell.
I'm honored.
The dude talking to you has kind of this long, sort of 3-clawed scar across his face, and his eye is white.
Ask his name.
What's your name?
Hang on, I was just bringing up my notes so I could answer that.
You described him too much. We have to know more.
I otherwise just call him Whitey.
Audra, okay, Audra will go around and introduce her coterie. I am Audra, of course.
Mm.
With me here is Calvin. This is Celine. This is Alexander, and this is Silas.
I'm Finn. That's Omar. That's Irene. That's Martha. That's Phil. And you've met our boss.
Well, I'm honored to have you all here. How do you feel about everything?
I think we're fucked. But I think we'll see some action out of it, and that's alright.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
It's not your fault.
Thank you for the honesty.
Yeah, no, thank you for the honesty.
Absolutely. We'll watch your ass.
Thank you. I'm gonna need it.
We should.
If the rest of the Cody wants to keep talking, that's fine. She wants to break off and make sure that she says hi to Gaston before he leaves. She
Hey.
wanted to. Hi. Thank you for coming. I'm honored by your presence.
I'm sticking around for Calvin. Is there something I can do for you?
I just wanted to thank you for coming. I know I don't seem like much of a prince, but you came, and that means a lot.
You're not a prince.
I know. I'm not. I'm a not prince.
Yeah, I mean, you legitimately said you weren't prince.
I know.
Okay.
All right,
If
let
you
me
find
show
an
you.
Octavian by the name of Belmont Hubris, I'd like him alive. If you happen to run across one.
Or staked.
So you want me to go hunting a member of the Sabbat for you?
I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying if you happen to come across him, I would appreciate having him alive.
I'm
not
saying
ordering
that that's
you
the
to do
other.
anything. I understand if you don't want to be a part of this, and I'm not ordering you to do anything. This is a humble request from a humble servant of the Camarilla.
He looks at you, Calvin.
I am formally asking you to bring me a staked body named Hubris in exchange for what we are about to go do.
Fun.
So long as he's not dead.
So I get to talk to him, and then I bring you the steak body?
Sure.
Yes, sure. Because we're not going to be... Yes.
I'm confused as to which one of you is calling the shots here.
She is. She has allowed me to take control of this situation.
He is my advisor.
I'm in charge of this instance.
Okay. Let's go talk to your friend.
Do you have sunglasses or anything?
No.
You know what they can do, right?
With the eye thingy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why haven't you taken his eyes out?
I hadn't thought of it. That's not... Good point.
I'd be perfectly happy to.
Let's. I'll grab...
Okay.
I reach behind the bar and grab a melon baller.
Okay. Okay.
Throw that away when you're done with it.
Yeah.
I
Gross.
look over and say, sure.
I need to look at something really quick. In your... No rape or torture. So are you going to be doing the melon ballering? I mean, I think I feel like I should give you this stain anyways. Because the first Chronicle tenet is don't rape or torture. And you were like, here's a fucking melon baller.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take 3 stains.
Does it seem fair or unfair to you?
It works for me.
Okay.
Calvin is starting to move towards a more aggressive position.
Okay. You seemed a little salty for a moment, and I didn't know if you were just sealing yourself for it or... Okay,
I was
cool.
being salty because I wanted to say something about how we're not going to own this place tomorrow, but that would be unwise in front of Gaston.
Yes, indeed it would. Okay.
All
right. So you will go downstairs and melon... We're going to fade to black on the melon balling eyeballs because that's...
Yeah, we'll just...
Yeah. If you're really into graphic depictions of horror, you should come back on Sundays at noon. Where we have the amazing Sabbat game, which deals much more in the realm of body horror. We're much more about the political craziness here on the Camarilla game. It's what we do. So yeah, Saturdays, noon, Eastern. So that's like 3 days from now or something. What did I say? Did I say Sundays? I meant Saturdays. Sabbatter days. Yeah, Sabbatter days. Anyways, excuse me. I'm losing my voice, which is hilarious because for lots of reasons that I'll go into later. What's next, team?
Is it just the coterie minus Calvin now?
It is a coterie, Captain Mitchell's people, and I don't think Hyacinth left. She just left your presence.
Okay. They can wait until we're alone.
Okay. None of them will follow you upstairs to your private residence.
Well, it has to deal with something wants to say to Hadra, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I mean, are Captain Mitchell's coterie just like living with us now? Like, are those our bodyguards now? Like, what is the deal?
They'll leave if you order them to.
Oh Jesus.
But yes.
Okay, so we're 2 coteries strong. Give them lodgings, I guess. Well, I'll get some of the people that we have hired on here to settle them in somewhere.
Okay. Basement.
Basement, I guess. Yeah, somewhere where they can stay and be comfortable. And then that leaves us with whom else?
Nobody.
Hyacinth is still around?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Hell if I know, Hyacinth. I'm not entirely sure that went the way I was hoping it would.
Well, what's our next move?
Does thinking count as a move?
It does.
Then I'm thinking, because I have a lot to think on. I think I've been convinced to not declare myself prince for now.
I think that's the right call. I do. I think you're going to be far... Here's the thing. I think sometimes you can be far stronger when you're not in the position of leadership. When you appear to be negotiating from a position of weakness. Oh no, what do we do? Our prince isn't here. We need your help. Please take all this stuff that we can't handle. Even if it is a little true.
I just hate the thought of being powerless, but...
You're not powerless. Look around what you did tonight. These people trust you to take action. That's good. That's real power. That's heft. Those are people who run the police department, who have control over the press and the radio stations. That's power. You should think about using it.
Okay. Thank you, Hyacinth. She's just like, Audra's just like...
You should send Calvin to go talk to Ming.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay.
Once Calvin gets back. He's busy with Gaston at the moment.
Okay.
Calling a death by mage. Calling a death by mage. Calling a death by mage. Death by mage, will you please come to the front of the office?
You're on standby for Death by Mage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on standby for Death by Mage.
Oh boy. Yeah, Audra's a little... Go on.
Oh,
No,
no,
I was going to make more smart-assy jokes.
I was just a little overwhelmed. This both went the way she was hoping, but also not the way that she was hoping. So she's a bit, it's a little like column A, it's a little like column B, and she's not quite sure what to do.
It was a cold glass of realism.
Yeah, real cold glass of realism there. She's a little bit stuck. And she's her wheels are spinning a little bit, but she knows that she's got good advice around her, and she's gonna run with the advice she's been given. And that's where she's at. She does worry, though, because, she made a deal with Celine, and now it doesn't look like she's making good on that, and she's worried. Also, she just hates the idea of this Don, whatever his name is, getting back here, so call him Don Giovanni. I've watched much there.
See, we always say Don Sebastian like it's 2 names. Or like it's... Oh, I'm sure the overlays have...
Please hold as I hot switch the overlay into...
There is now a random death by mage in your stream.
Oh, no!
Hello! Doink! I did really good at actually legitimately switching it over, and then, sadly...
It did
Ladies
not
and gentlemen,
pan out as well.
welcome, Death by Mage. He's here to kill people by mage.
Yeah, that's what I do. I kill things. I cause mostly mayhem.
It's true.
All right. So, as we switch scenes, most of these are mostly still set up. It's just that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Okay. So as we transition scenes, Calvin, who would be anybody want to go with Calvin to talk to Ming?
Yeah.
Calvin's okay to go alone, but if you want to come with him, he's not going to stop you.
I'm just feeling a bit salty and probably should stay home.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, Calvin's gonna take a second. Oh, do I get anything? Oh, the interrogation, does that yield any results?
It'll take some time. And I don't know if did you just want to stay down there for the whole interrogation? Because it's
I'm
gonna
fine.
be a while.
Oh, I thought it was just gonna be a couple of questions, but since I
No.
didn't really
You
know how
thought
to-
it was going to be
When I-
2 eye pops and Cheerio.
No, it's gonna be a whole thing.
Oh yeah, well then he can just leave me a note of what he finds out.
Okay.
It's
Like,
like,
yeah,
here's
no,
the
there's-
memo.
The torture.
Calvin grabbed the melon roller about kind of as a joke, and then when he got down there, like Gaston went to use it, and he was like, "I have something I should take care of. I trust you to."
That's fair. Oh my god, what did I just do?
Does that reverse the stance on your humanity, though?
Probably.
I don't know. Do you want it to reverse the stance in your humanity?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm fine with it.
All right.
Calvin was a little cavalier about that.
So who was going again with Calvin?
I will go.
Okay. Anybody else?
I will also go through my record collection to see if I have anything that Ming might like. Another small gift for Ming because I have a big gift for her.
Yes, you do.
I like
What
gifts.
is off? Cam 6. Oh. Oh god! Mistake.
Listen,
Okay.
send us any gifts back, okay?
I'm going to hand this over to you at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, Death by Mage, our amazing global storyteller who helps keep all of our stories in working together. I don't know how to
Somehow,
say that.
I don't know how I don't know how I do it some days.
I don't know either.
Okay.
We'll be taking over this portion of the storytelling as we head into Chinatown as Silas and Calvin move along. So why don't you go ahead and take over from here, DBL.
Okay. I will. Thank you, Throck. Calvin and Silas, you take your car. I'm assuming you're having Bruce drive you, Calvin. Okay, so you take the car. The streets are very quiet at this hour. It's getting a little late, but as you arrive at the Pearl, there seems to be less people inside as well, and for the most part, there's just a few stragglers who are inside the restaurants, just some customers who are staying a little late. They're a little drunk, so it looks like they might be there for a little while. But for the most part, when you both walk in, one of the hostesses recognizes the both of you right away from your previous encounter, and she bows to the both of you. I assume you are here to see Madame Ming.
Yes, thank you. We bring another small trinket and would like to discuss things.
Very well. And she turns and starts walking. She doesn't even wait. You can tell this time she doesn't wait for you. She just starts walking. And you both go through the restaurant, pass through the double doors that leads straight to the kitchen. It's a little quieter now. You can tell that the chefs and the cooks and all the kitchen hands are winding down, closing down some of the fires, and putting away the leftover food to doing some last minute prep for tomorrow. And you lead through the doors. Now this time around, the doorway that leads out of the kitchen, it used to lead to a somewhat abandoned corridor. But now you see that there is actually more of Ming's armed men standing by. And I will say in this corridor, there's at least 8 of them there. And they look at you first, and then they just turn back to minding their own business. You hear a few of them talk in Chinese for a moment. But it seems more like gossip at this point. And you walk up the stairs as they wind up. And again, you reach the landing that is on the 2nd floor. And there is, again, more armed men by the door. And the hostess then stops in front of the door and bows to the both of you. She will see you in a moment. And she quickly leaves, as she had done before. And the men open the wooden doors and swing open. Now, for Calvin, the last time you were in here, the room was very well lit. For Silas, it was only half lit. For the both of you, the room is actually oddly, in a way, lit only by candles at this moment. There is a large array of candles lit everywhere on the shelves. And I will say for the both of you, go ahead and roll me a wits and occult test for me.
Oh, 2 successes with no occult training.
That's pretty good.
Come on. Hang on. Screen's being weird.
Oh my god, there's no chance I'm going to messy critical.
This game.
Wits.
There's always a chance. There's always a
It's
chance.
true, I could develop some hunger.
You guys meant occult and wits, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. Also, no occult in me here.
Okay.
So between the both of you, I will say that there is the air in this room feels heavy. And now the thing is, for Kindred, you do not breathe, but if you were to, it would be very stifling for you. And let's see here. I actually have to read this because I haven't read this in a while. Right. Before you step in, you hear a voice coming through the shadows. I would advise you to pause before you enter this room.
I do so.
Don't make a move.
And after a few seconds, the air rushes out of the room. And where the room was perfectly still air, somehow there's a small gust that just erupts out of this room. And then you hear her voice again. You may enter.
Thank you, madam.
And you both, I assume you both take your seats, or do you both stand?
I will present a record of Yao Li.
Ooh, that's a good one. Where do you set it on the desk, or do you just hold it in your hand?
I set it on the desk, unless Madam
Okay.
reaches.
So you put it on the desk. The room eventually the room starts to illuminate a little bit more, and then you see Ming appear behind the chair, and she looks at the record. Oh, this is a nice one. I haven't heard this one in a while either. You are most generous with your gifts.
I find being generous gets you further than being unwilling to gift.
Indeed. Tell me, did your friend enjoy their gift from last time?
It was quite revelatory.
Revelatory.
That's it. I'm sorry. Pardon my. I'm a little. It's been a difficult night.
It's been a difficult night for many. There are many changes in the air. I can feel it. So, I assume this is not a social call.
It is not.
And what may I provide for you?
We would like a Sabbat. Just one. Preferably, Mr. Hubris.
And what makes you think I can procure you such a thing?
Because you are amazing at what you do. and fantastically powerful.
Roll me a manipulation and persuasion.
Is this negotiations? Because
Yes, I will throw it in as negotiation. I will throw in your specialty for negotiations for this. Please do.
This is what I'm here for.
Okay.
Remember, you can spend a willpower to re-roll 3 of those.
I know.
Mhm.
I will. Well,
You
what
might
they're
want
for.
to.
That's
That's what they're there for. Jeez.
every time I reroll willpower, this is what happens.
You got 3 successes the last time you rolled willpower. I don't want to hear it.
Not me.
2 or 3.
I don't
It was
know.
2, I think, one time.
It's fine.
Uh,
I only remember these. But anyway.
Well, that is very gracious of you to compliment me and my capabilities. It is indeed a tall order, however.
It is. And we would reward you graciously.
And what would you give me in return?
It seems that Chinatown is a little too small.
And what are you willing to give? What are you willing to do for me for that?
I think it could be arranged that you would take over some more of the downtown area. Perhaps at least my own personal club at great personal sacrifice.
Ooh.
This building was built specifically to my desires.
I appreciate how personal this gift is.
And you would no longer have a presence such as ourselves on your porch.
That is indeed a worthy argument. And with the city now in chaos, it seems that everyone wants to take a stake everywhere. So, what is to stop me from taking it unwillingly?
You may attempt that. There is plenty to stop you. We are not here to threaten you, Ming. We're here to give you an opportunity to take something easily. We've discussed the docks and how no one wants them. But everyone wants downtown.
Indeed, it is the heart of the city. And having more of it would be very beneficial to me. The only thing I'm concerned about is, do you have the authority to give me such a gift?
I do.
The last I heard, there is no longer a prince in Los Angeles.
Then who is to tell me I don't have the authority?
Well played. But you know, there will be others who will be looking at this act and consider this an alliance. What is to safeguard my interest and my safety from the eyes of others?
I believe we can leave several of the systems currently employed in the building in place.
That seems satisfactory. But I'm curious now, if you're willing to give this homestead, I wonder where you are going.
The gentleman I am asking about injured my pride. Injured me personally. I like where I live. but I hate being slighted.
I can agree with that sentiment. And for that, I find the game very entertaining now. I will do this, I will perform this gesture for you. But, besides the portion of downtown where you reside, I want some assurances.
I would like to hear what you would require. That we won't interfere with you in downtown for the next decade easily?
We'll start with the decade and proceed further after the crisis has been resolved. But I would enjoy acquiring some interesting power and information. It unfortunately involves some bit of sorcery, and I need to know their secrets.
Sorcery is not something I have ready access to.
No, but you know somebody.
I know everybody.
And that's why I haven't killed you yet. So, my price, besides your haven, I want the secrets of the pyramid.
Ooh, I don't know that I can provide that.
I'm sure you're very creative. You've been able to be very persuasive up to now.
How about instead of the secrets of the pyramid, I leave a certain something at the building where it currently is? A thing you might have wanted before. I believe you still have some interest in it. I see no reason to move an object, though it is small. It is emotionally heavy. It could stay where it is when you move in.
Alvin, go ahead and roll me another manipulation and persuasion with your specialty negotiations.
Four successes. I have 3 willpower. Yeah, I'm gonna do a willpower reroll.
Okay.
Because I really want this to work.
Mm-hmm.
1 more success.
5. That's a
nice. That's good.
That's all the successes.
Mm-hmm. I am willing to take that concession.
I wish you happiness and wealth.
Thank you. She bows. But before I go, before you go, I have another gift for you.
It would be rude to deny you, giving the gift.
And she walks over to a small little armoire and pulls out it looks like a stone tablet, but it's really small, and it has little legs to stand on. It's a black stone, almost obsidian-like, and there are epitaphs of Chinese characters written on it. I give you this for your fortunes ahead, and may it provide you with stability and calmness in the midst of all that is to come.
I graciously accept.
Excellent. And she turns over to Silas for a moment. Am I to assume you have more meals for me tonight?
Not tonight. Maybe
A shame.
later.
I happily await the delivery.
Cool. Thank you and good night.
She bows to the both of you. You may leave.
And I stand up, I bow, and then I leave.
As you leave, we cut
Actually,
quickly. Oh, go ahead.
On the way out, I'll be like, what do you mean tonight? And then
Okay. As you leave, we cut quickly to Audra. Alexander and Celine sitting around talking after everyone has left. You're sitting near the bar and the phone near the bar rings.
There's staff to pick it up, or is it just us?
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, it's Shelby. Is my boss around? Or Sydney? Not Shelby. Sydney. Hey, it's Sydney. Is my boss around?
He's talking in code.
Is Calvin here yet?
No.
No, he's not here right now.
Okay, I just got a message. So Don Sebastian is back, has declared, let me see if I have this right, Praxis? And, is holding his first formal court tomorrow night at the Hotel Miramar in Santa Monica and requests the presence of, everyone.
Oh no!
And that is where we're going to end it for the evening.
Surprise!
Dude.
oh, I have plans.
Thanks, I hate it. I saw that coming.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Most predictable reveal of the game so far. But we've
Damn
been
it.
telegraphing it for like 3 weeks. It's fine. Whatever.
Wait,
I'm
real
still
quick.
mad about it.
Yeah.
Oh, the bodies were in the Georgian, not the Miramar. Okay, so never mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isn't the Miramar where Lisbeth is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, yeah.
Who could
No.
have seen her doing
No.
You dodged her for one session.
that? Oh, we're not good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a Crusade of Thorns, Camarilla, with our amazing guest storyteller helping us round out the evening, Death by Mage. Let's go
you.
around and get reactions, thoughts, shout-outs from everyone. How you thought the night went generally. Starting with Jeff.
That was very, very tense. I mean, I still feel like burning things down is the sensible option at this point.
Maybe.
The Pyramie
But
approves.
I get that that's not our thing anymore.
Yeah.
Matters on the club that we're burning down.
Nerdy.
Hi. Tonight was a session. There was a lot.
Book report?
It was good though. It was good. It was fun. I loved it. Yeah, and I'm Nerdy Teddy. Find me on Twitter, Nerdy Teddy. You can find me here 3 times a week. I run the Aegis Shield of Earth mass game on Mondays, which is a lot of fun. The players took over the game this week, so you should go watch that because I did almost nothing and they were amazing. So, and I also here for this. And Thursdays I alternate between Pokemon and Shadowrun.
Oh, yeah. All of which are amazing. Kevin.
Hi, I'm Bisonic Kevin on Twitter. You can find me in the Discord generally. And yeah, just keep watching on Wednesday nights and we'll see what happens in this game. I don't got anything else to plug right now. The Stink Razor went
Okay.
pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Thoughts, reflections on a night?
I think Calvin is very pleased with himself. Very pleased with himself. But
Okay.
that's his default state, to be honest.
You didn't die.
Yeah,
No death!
No one hurt me tonight, so it's a success.
Yeah. You'll have another night to heal another ag, probably.
Ugh.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, good. I keep cutting you off tonight. I'm just having a bad time communicating over you, and I apologize for that. Okay. I try not to do it. I just love you. That's all. M.
Hi, I'm M. You can find me on Twitter at DobsonM. You can also find me in the Discord, the Welcome to the Party Discord. Alexander has a lot of thoughts and feelings right now. The city's burning. Alexander's lived in the city for 90 years, the entirety of his unlife. So he's feeling some things, and there's just a lot of information that was given to him today. So he's processing it all. We'll see what happens after the processing period. That's kind of where I'm at, where it's just like there's so much going on that he doesn't know what to do, and neither do I. So
yeah.
Not looking forward to going/not going. I don't know what we're going to decide to do.
I don't know what you're going to decide to do either.
Alexander's still bonded partially to Lisbeth, so there might be a feeling of needing to go, so we'll see what happens.
We'll find out, because I love using Lisbeth, and it would be a shame not to have her show up at least once more in the Chronicle at some point.
I hate it. But also love it, but Alexander absolutely hates it.
Oh, yeah.
So we're writing that in now.
Yeah, probably. That's gonna just expect it at this point. Yeah. Leona.
Hi, my name is Leona, aka the Lady Bedlam on Twitter. That's where you can find me when I'm not doing stuff on the Discord. Oh boy, I was shaking like a leaf for tonight. Went kind of according to plan. I have no idea. My brain is literally spinning like a hamster wheel trying to figure out what the hell to do. So that's fun. That's fine. Did I see the Don Sebastian thing coming? I sure did. And I'm a little, it's a good salty though. It's a really good salty feeling to have. So I'm not complaining one bit. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was terrifying. I particularly, for some reason, really enjoy yelling at Calvin.
Poor Calvin.
Hey, we go back and forth. We do. It's
just a lot of fun, okay? It's really a lot of fun.
True.
Yeah, it's really a lot of fun playing off of, like, my actual Coterie members and, like, having those moments with each of them. So even, like, with Nerdy's character, Celine, like, that was a lot of fun. So, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I can't wait to see what happens next, because I have an important announcement to make before I shut up, and that is that Sunday, March 10th will be the first ever game of 3V, and it is Vibrant, Visible, Victorious. This is going to be our People of Color one-shot series. I will be running Honey Heist. It'll be my first time GMing. It'll be our very first game. We would love having your support. This is going to be every Sunday at 8:30 EST, a one-shot series featuring POCs and POCs only, white passing and mixed race included. I have a very broad definition of what is a person of color. You're all welcome at the table. Creators of color, you are welcome at the table. I want to see everyone there. I'm really excited. I can't wait to run Honey Heist. I can't wait to play. There are some incredible other STs and GMs. Every week it'll be a different ST and a different GM depending on what title they want to go by, running their own one-shots. Some of them are their own inventions. They're incredible. These are just the most vibrant things I have ever seen. I absolutely cannot wait to put on this show for you every Sunday night. Please come. Please support starting Sunday the 10th, and I will see you there. And beyond that, yeah, come watch.
Do you have the sign-up sheet?
Yes, there is a sign-up sheet if you want to get involved. The best way to go about it is to contact me. There's a Google Doc that you got to read, and it's got like a little sign up form and blah, 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 blah. There's a handful of stuff there. So hop on the Discord, reach out to me, tell them Audra sent you, or tell them Leona sent you, either or at this point. And yeah, and I'll get you all set up and we'll have you playing. And I can't wait to have you on board.
Awesome. And Death by Mage, our very special guest star.
Well, I'm very sorry that I had to miss part of tonight's game because of work, but I happened to get out of work and I got to catch this part of the game, and I'm always excited to play Ming and be terrifying with Ming. So I enjoyed that far too much. Sorry, Throg, for the sudden twist that I threw in there.
Oh no, I loved it. I thought it was great. That's amazing. You twist away.
Yeah, that was going to be an interesting bit for probably later, and I'm going to laugh at that for a while. But as overall, I thought the game was great. I loved the twist, and I'm very excited to see what happens with the rest of this coterie. I actually go watch the VOD probably after this, so I can watch what happened I missed.
Yay! And I love you all. I think tonight went really well. I think everybody got good little character beats along the way. It was a lot of the Audra show, but I think that was good because I think there was kind of a little bit of a coming together of the coterie, and I thought that was super neat to watch happen. And
it was so cool to just have the coterie just be like whoosh around Audra, and that was really cool. I did try to make space when possible for everyone else, and I hope I did a good job of that.
I think you did a fantastic job.
Agree. I completely agree. And I think you all did amazing tonight. And the Camarilla, just as a reflection, is by far from the beginning it was known that the Camarilla would have an incredibly difficult game state. Because things were going to fall apart. It's just it doesn't make an interesting story if everything stays static. And that means that those who are low will rise, and those who are risen will be cast low, and there was nobody higher than the Camarilla, and so that puts you guys in one of the more difficult positions in some ways in the game. And I think you're handling it well and thoughtfully, and I think some of the conversations I've had with folks are really good, and it feels like you're starting to approach the situation strategically, and it just fills my Camarilla heart with glee, because I personally I always play Camarilla. I've played Anarch a little bit too. I don't like playing Sabbat. It's not that I don't love watching Sabbat. I watch it every week because it's amazing and I love those characters. It's just not for me, right? But Camarilla, Anarch, I think are amazing, and you guys have been doing a great job with the Camarilla Chronicle so far, and I just wanted to take a moment to say I love you, and you guys are doing awesome.
Thank you, and thank you for running it. It's been amazing.
Yay!
Yeah, this has been great.
Yeah,
I love being kept on my toes. Too bad.
Oh yeah. Let's go. Is Castle Mac actually still streaming? Because they started at the same time we did. They got to be wrapping up soon. Nope, they're off. Okay.
Straticus is on, I think.
Oh, Straticus is on. Oh, Pro Restart is on. Let's go say hi to Pro Restarter. What are they doing? We will.
Is Soldon going to?
They normally.
Or a rerun.
Okay. Yeah, let's go say hi to Pro Restarter. I'm losing my voice. Literally, I'm losing my voice. So when I started my last job about 7.5 years ago, if you really want to know the story, when I started my last job about 7.5 years ago, I got super sick the first week. I've just started working in voiceover, and I got my demo back so that I could officially start doing auditions and stuff like that on Monday. And then yesterday my voice started getting scratchy, and today it's and so of course the first time that I get to actually start doing work, I put in some auditions yesterday, but today I haven't talked literally at all until this game because I've been trying to keep my voice intact. But yeah, it's because I have started a new gig essentially, and that happens every time I start a new gig. I apparently get sick. That was all. I know it's not the most interesting shit in the world, but I love you all. Thank you all for hanging out and listening and keeping chat awesome tonight. And yeah, Throck has a new job, Chris. It used to be when I had a birthday, I would hurt myself very, very badly, and that happened up until about the time I was 32, and then now, not anymore. Yeah, so luckily I haven't hurt myself in years. But yeah, okay. So I love you all. I love all my players. We're gonna go raid Pro Restarter because they're amazing, and I'll actually be running a game there in April, and that's super exciting as well. Yeah, it's a 10 episode Blades in the Dark set in Victorian London, just because I didn't want to rewrite 2 settings at the same time. So yeah, so it's also set in Victorian London. Okay, so let's raid Pro Restarter. There we go. I think I did that right. Boink.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Yay!
Thanks
Thank
for
you all for
watching.
watching. Bye. Everybody wave bye. Yeah, we can start rating in 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Okay. Bye.
Bah.